Yeah, you are.
Yes. I was just talking to Chris. Family being tricky.
Hello, everyone.
Uh,
Hello.
Hi. How's it going?
Good. The song I sent you, Carson, I don't think it's copyright because the game that was on kind of died super hard.
no, that's still copyrighted.
It could still be copyrighted. Yeah, no.
No,
Songs
but
are like 100 years for
It
music
I know it's
copyright
very
or
stupid,
something.
but it was a. I
well,
will say
thank
they're
you,
all
Tristan.
over YouTube in different versions, so I'm not sure if it's.
Well, I mean, it could still be copyrighted. You know, there could be like maybe not a
Mhm.
strike on it, but maybe a claim on stuff.
So I'll
So
just sing it then in here. That'll be fun.
yeah, there's nothing wrong against like acapella, you know, or vocal only stuff.
Yeah.
So at least I don't think so. Anyway, welcome everyone. All the lovely, lovely neighbors here, stopping in for the party. So, I hope you're all ready for some sci-fi space mecha hijinks and drama and trauma. You know, lots of
Drama and
that.
trauma. We have the 3 people that were in the drama and trauma session.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we're lacking. Azur was technically, Sigurd was in this trauma
Oh, I
section,
guess
but
he was.
Azur
I just
Yeah.
wasn't
pinged him.
here.
He
I
he,
pinged
he
him.
can't make it. He's gonna be.
Oh.
I remember him saying last session that he won't be able to make it last week or this week because of traveling. That he's flying back on the same time that he flew out yesterday or last
Wow,
week.
that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, so I missed 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah. So
I mean, that happens sometimes. It's gonna happen sometimes.
I think
Yeah.
Crystal was there
She's
She
running.
was there
play
last session.
in player, you know, but
Yeah.
her character
Also, I
wasn't
don't have.
involved.
I will
Okay.
say, I don't have any work tonight, so I'm ready to go.
All right. Awesome. Well then, let's kick things off with a recap. So whoever wants to do a recap to hopefully earn
got
a
this one.
reward.
I can do
I got this
this. I got this
I got
one.
this one. I got this
No,
one.
no, no,
I
no,
got
no,
this
no,
one.
no, 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 no.
I guess the question who earned a reward last time? I think
Oh, I
don't
initiated the
remember.
conversation. It was
it was Syndrome, right?
it was LDDP
Yeah.
last time, I think.
Oh God.
It was by consensus of the group while I was muted.
Yeah, it
Good.
was LDDP because we decided to give it to him after.
Gotcha.
Okay.
First off, just like to say, hello, welcome. I am Douglas. Thank you so much for the follow and for joining my neighborhood here. Also, hello, Common Halo. Common
Halo.
Halo.
Yeah, he's from my stuff.
Ah, okay.
He's from my Discord.
Gotcha. Well,
Who are the people in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood.
all in my neighborhood. Anyway, for those who don't know me, I'm Kars, the friendly neighborhood demon around here. Don't listen to whatever MechWolf says I am. It's lies and
He's a
slander.
Digimon.
Don't listen to
He's
him.
a secret Digimon.
It's a lie.
He's been hiding amongst us. But he's not the champions.
MechWolf just wants to think he can control me, but he can't.
There's plenty of Digimon that can't be controlled. What are you talking about?
He wants to think he's a Digidestin, but it's a lie.
He wants to. Cars wants to be Beelzemon, but he'll never be nearly as cool.
I'm already 10% cooler than him.
Are we going into negatives here?
Wow. Wow.
Ouch.
Damn. Okay, so MechWolf's character dies.
Tragic.
Anyway, I hope you all enjoy your time here as we kick off another session of Lancer, the TTRPG. Which, creators, if you're listening, please revise your combat system for all that is sacred of dice and rules and just understanding in general. Please revise your combat.
This does remind me that I am still working on that Kamen Rider Kaiju stuff. I found I think a better system because it's more well defined.
Maybe we'll play that. Take a break from Lancer for a bit, you know.
One shot.
Yeah,
maybe
like a one shot,
I mean,
yeah. And this
maybe
time,
one
literally
day.
a one shot, not it's gonna be
Yes,
gonna be a few sessions of Lancer that then everyone wants to continue
Yeah.
going, and it spirals into a whole long campaign I have to build.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't
Thank
do
you
that.
again,
to you.
Karst, by the way.
Because here's the thing, I do want to build that thing into a whole campaign, but I don't, you know,
Oh, dude.
because
Wow.
I feel
Don't
like it would be
DM
fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna DM it. I'm not gonna make. Also, I forbid Cars from DMing it. Dear God.
Yeah, no, I can't take on another game.
TTRPG.
No.
No rest.
God, I'd pretty much have to turn every
You want him to be a manga author?
no.
Hey, what was it? Bakuman or
I'll-
whatever that one where the guy's doing the art in the emergency room as he's getting an appendicitis. His
Yeah.
appendix removed.
Yeah.
Those people are fucking insane.
Anyway, sorry for the little detour on this. So
AI.
Recap.
I
Yeah,
will give the recap.
No, I got someone back.
No, I will give the
You can
recap. This
adjust.
is
No,
important.
you can adjust.
No.
I have the notes.
I will give the
Moving on from
recap
that.
as
well,
the
you know
dear
what?
doctor
Does it?
horribly betrayed the group.
And we're just gonna server mute Mech right now. Moving on. So,
I-
He
we are
horribly
traveling with a box that has shown to have both negative and positive energy emissions. Over the course of us traveling with it, it has healed stuff in the general area, and it is also, when acted upon violently, it is damaged stuff, or led to the damaging of things as its energy twisted and mutated stuff out of control. So,
Then the
from
horrible
there-
doctor thought, what if I poke it?
From there, we have had a contact with it in which it said hello and it helped me. And then from there, we also saw it heal stuff. So, doing deductive reasoning, I battered down the hatches of my mech and did a scan that went pretty deep on it, and then discovered it reached back, looked at me, and then proceeded to mutate essentially starship armor, so like stuff that can handle FTL impacts. Fun, very terrifying.
Yeah, I can handle the
Mutated
strain of
into-
FTL travel.
Yeah, mutated into flowers, and then from there, it ended up bit of a confrontation the next day. It gave me a flower, and then from there, we all touched the box, got pulled
It was
in.
more of a more than confrontation. You broke basically Kamalian's trust
From
because you
there,
got curious.
We saw
being
different types
selfish.
of memories, including memories that MechWolf's, aka Malign Harlow's, does not recall. And we met a nice little star, Eldritch Star thingy-majigger. It's a technical term, trust me. And she wants to be friends, and she's also terrified of getting hurt.
Basically, you betrayed everyone. We're now going to hang you by a noose we got here. No worries.
You're nowhere
Protect
near.
this
I'm gonna be
node.
talking to you. Locked yourself away in your mech. I'm gonna be talking
Yes,
to
I know.
Vasquez.
I know what happened.
I get to
I was
control the narrative in
there.
the group. I
So,
get to control the narrative in the group.
You don't get to
uh,
control the narrative of anything.
well, we will see how that goes. Is that the end of
I don't think they're going
your
to
side of the
believe
recap?
you, honestly.
Um,
Well, don't forget,
Har-
Sigurd is there, so.
yeah. We also saw some connections to Rudy Vulgar's past that were not so pleasant.
Yes, he
And
is a
it
mass
appears
murderer.
that their star is the Eldritch being is kin to something that Rudy has been working on for a good chunk of years, that he's patched up and is able to communicate with. And three
Anyway,
people
on
entered
to
the
the
vision, and then
real.
3 people stayed out. Vasquez, just LDDP, the other gentleman joining here, his character stayed out in case he needed to give last rites to
Only
anybody
2
who died.
characters stayed out, which was
Yeah.
Crystal.
and
But I was saying the only one who's
Yeah.
here. So I mean,
Yeah, which
Lieutenant
no,
Matthews,
because you
quote
said
unquote,
3 stayed out.
oh no,
2 stayed out.
unless he was
but
counting the
Lug
the
and
AIs.
Fang. Then 4 would have stayed out. But moving on from that, yeah. So LDDP was the only one currently here. Mr. Syndrome Vasquez did not go in because he might need to give us last rites in case the box decided to murder us all.
Yeah, it was amazing. And
Anyway,
the description
Anyway.
was
Hold
better
on.
After
than
saying
by
so-
you
Ah,
guys than by me,
we
because
need-
I would just
One
say
sec.
that I was talking with Jebediah. Didn't promise. I said I tried to prevent Arlo's untimely demise. Then we found a fog that turns slopes and peaks into ice. And
yes.
basically you then touched the box and went into a coma. Basically, this is my point of view.
Yeah.
So technically your resume was better than I would have done.
Okay.
Anyway, on to the real recap.
Yes.
After the horrible doctor horribly betrayed Malion's trust and touched the box, he has proven not only is he a traitor, but he also made Malion relive some horrible memories by making him very angry by even going far as to touch the box again, which Malion just wasn't having it, which is why he was waving his gun around, because he has proven that he is untrustworthy. And now it's more than likely no one will believe anything he says because he's crazy kooky man.
Oh, you mean Lion? Yeah.
No, I mean both of us.
Would Sigurd be the most sane coming out of the cube?
That's up to you guys. How you think
Yeah,
your
I
characters would be
say
feeling.
yes. Yeah, he probably would. You definitely are not sane in the slightest because you are willing to betray others' trust in order to get what you want.
Well, I mean, is that a sign of insanity or just, lack of concern for others?
It's a bit of both.
Or maybe just that whole scientific endeavor of
I mean, there's
embracing
also
the
the
unknown
whole-
and discovering
He's
the
one of
unknown.
the scientists that are okay. He's like, well, you can't do this science without breaking a few eggs. By eggs, I mean people.
Rudy hasn't said that.
True.
I know, but you basically acted like it.
Well, I mean, at least he didn't test it
Not
on other
really.
people first.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
I didn't like have somebody touch it.
He tested it with himself.
The true
You are
like,
the egg then this time.
Yeah, if an egg's gonna break, he's gonna make sure it's him.
yeah.
Sure.
That way,
Moral
Anyway, I
doctor.
guess we're on to the.
We're taking
You are
it.
not a moral doctor in the slightest. Don't even start.
Who says he was a doctor? He's a scientist.
Oh yes, he's an immoral scientist. Thank you.
You know, that makes the entire thing even more hilarious because I wouldn't work with medical fields, which is what you're terrified and like have issues with.
You're still
So
the
it
man
becomes
in the
all
white
the more
lab
weird
coat
why
with
you're
very...
why you were so antagonistic against Rudy.
Not really.
Rudy
It's
would-
actually pretty easy to falsely congrue one science field for another.
Rudy would never.
Unless it's like paleo science.
Rudy would never wear a white coat, would he? He's more of a blue kind of guy.
Please, I've got a neon purple lab coat.
That is weird. That's just
Not
weird.
really. I mean,
Yes,
I'm
it
the head of my
is.
department. I want people to notice me immediately if they need to ask me questions.
Oh
Makes
yeah.
sense.
Anyway,
Actually,
these
actually, do
horrible.
IRL have a bright purple lab coat?
Does she DM? No, she does not. Unfortunately, Karstina, you can't summon Karstina here.
Also, hi
Anyway.
Mithra. How you doing, dude?
The summoning of Karstina would be an entirely different TTRPG that would get Karst banned off of Twitch.
And YouTube.
That would be probably an ETTRPG.
They do have a 3.5 book for that though.
Oh god, no. Anyway, so
Anyway,
since you all kind of contributed in that recap, some of you covering things, covering different sides of things in different ways.
we're not covering all the betrayal he did.
Go ahead and all of you go ahead and roll me a d20 and a d100.
Ah, damn it. Give me 1 second.
Should I add them together or have them as separate rolls?
Yeah, you can just roll them both at the same time because then I can check. I can check
it's a
see.
second
Hello,
check,
Peanut.
Yeah, it'll separate them. I can check. So.
Peanut is under me. She has come to hear
Oh.
of your horrible treachery.
Got a
If
19.
even a French bulldog knows that you're evil.
It's okay, Mithra.
Okay, let me see. D20, 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 that's a D12. There we go.
It's the far right ones, or D20 and
There we
100,
go.
and a D100 too, Mech.
Oh, a D100.
Yeah, I need a
Thanks.
20 and a 100
Oh, wow.
from all three of you. Ah, 69, nice.
We're not playing that kind of RPG game.
Sorry, LDDP.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, Cat. Or sorry, not Cat. Common. It's okay. You can't follow. It's all right.
Oh, it's fine, man. It just sometimes happens. Twitch is twitchy.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
62
All right.
and a
I'll,
19
let's say apologize for something else. All right. So we'll start from the top going down. So with Rudy, we got a 62 and a 19. So let's see with the 19. And let's see. Okay. And 62. There we go. Okay.
We both have a total of 81, me and Mech.
Yeah. Well, it's not so much the total that matters, it's what you rolled.
Yeah.
That kind of determines what tier you're in. So, so Rudy,
Yes.
so the next time you would take you take structure or stress damage, you get an advantage on your roll to see if you lose something.
I will say, if you hear weird sounds from me, I pulled Peanut into my lap. I'm holding her like a supervillain now.
Aww. So yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah. So yeah. The next time you would take structure or stress damage and have to roll, on the damage table, you get an advantage on that if you want to use it. Just kind of mark that down in your sheet somewhere.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought Kars would be better at doing digital stuff. He is a Digimon after all.
I am not a Digimon. Ah!
Let's not poke the DM when there's only 3 people here.
Yes, don't. There's some
Where is
weird
it,
error in
Peanut?
the follow button. Oh, try
If you're using on mobile, then that's
Yeah.
honestly not surprising.
yeah.
Which mobile is...
Yes, you can give head pats, Cat. Alright, so let's see. Mekko, if you rolled a 12 on the D20, but then got a 69 on the D100.
That is some
Okay.
crazy numbers.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, okay. So, for you, MacWolf, or I should say from a lion, the next time you are in combat, you can get one free additional weapon usage.
Oh,
So
nice.
you get basically one additional free quick action.
So one free attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
All right. And then we have Syndrome, who rolled a 3 and a 22. Okay. Okay. All right. So Syndrome, you get some tech defense. So next time a hack attempt is made against you, you can use this to impose basically a disadvantage or negative accuracy to their attempt.
That's nice.
Karst, to specify, do I have advantage, meaning I roll twice, or do I have accuracy on the check for the system?
You roll twice.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure about that one.
Yeah. Basically,
Oh,
like
yeah,
basically, if
'cause
you roll and you get like a 1 or a 2,
one.
you can roll again.
I just realized, yeah, advantage on the accuracy on a six-sided dice would just be stupid.
Actually,
I got a
accuracy on a
12.
six-sided dice. Yes, we will
I got a
show your.
12 roll. Does that mean that I somehow fused, instead of structuring, I lose one stress and I gain one structure?
Okay. Okay. Are
The
we
heat
going to be where we
weld
left off?
itself
Okay.
back together.
I am not a Pokemon. I am not a Digimon. I look like I could be either?
Kinda, yeah.
Seriously?
Cars is just gonna throw the book at us, and we're gonna end up having to lug this thing to Stella without any frames.
Yeah, I am tempted.
I don't know even what you mean by that, Quinn.
Means that you're taking your mechs out of the equation. Alright, so with that out of the way, get to the map here.
Go.
It's the map. It's the map. It's the map.
Oh god,
It's
Jesus!
the map.
Well, looks like Common got the follow button to finally work.
Yes, it does.
Ooh.
Good on you, Common.
Thank you for the
Very
follow,
hard.
Common.
Daring cards is a natural tradition at this point.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so. So, to pick things up, you guys have just been released from the grip of Stella. The box releasing your hands from it, and Malian has retreated to the confines of his mech's cockpit.
By the way, did it bend down to pick me up, or was it already
It was
down?
already kneeling down for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I asked that last time, but I
Yeah.
was
You
not
did.
sure.
And I think I went like, everyone meet Stella.
Syndrome is just gonna kind of go back to his mech, and you see him just kind of conversing with Ryoshu in kind of a hushed tone.
Sigurd.
You hear some
Oh, sorry,
slight
Sigurd, not
music.
Syndrome.
Okay, time for me to do a thing.
So, Vasquez, how long were we out touching the box? Because that felt like a good hour or two.
Well, not gonna try and make you become gypsy, but we were already planning to do some graves up down there, so it took you.
It was about
Like-
5. It was about 5 minutes that they were out.
Yeah, I'm gonna screw them.
5 minutes of playtime.
It was like 5 hours ago.
Oh wow. I would say now. Let me try.
I don't
do a
have
thing.
survival, so I can't even check the sun. So I'm just gonna assume that. All right. So
Hey, look at me. You
Time
just hear
altering goes the opposite direction
One
than I was
second, Mick.
expecting.
you hear a song slowly start coming. Like you hear someone singing, like living like this. This world keeps testing me. Everybody's testing me. Oh, just say, let me be, cause the ones that I love have been saying, rescue me. I just wish they'd set them free. It's been so long since I heard the touch or feel the sounds of the nuns I love so much, and I feel the worst. I gotta keep marching on, keep it moving forward, keep my heartbeat strong. I know what's right, I know what's wrong.
And it trails
Oh,
off as
yeah,
no more for
yeah,
to avoid
that was going way too
copyright.
long. Sorry. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
Lion sinks more into his edgy goth lord phase.
He's not an edgy goth lord because if he is, then
Not
you
goth. He's
clearly
just
must
an
be a
edgelord.
Digimon,
He's just an edgelord. There's no goth. Um,
and you're just a crazy scientist like Frankenstein.
Was he crazy or just ahead
he,
of his
I mean,
time?
it worked. Um,
Yes, but the monster killed him.
because he was an idiot,
Yeah.
and he
What do you
rejected the
think I'm
monster.
implying here, Quinn?
Yeah, but I never rejected anything, Mech.
Sure,
That was
as far as you know,
that was
as
all the
far as you know.
issue
So
of
what? You calling Stella a monster now?
yeah.
Jeez.
She's gonna have her heal friend hurt Stella. Stella hurt. Um,
Immediately, you just see Quinn get punted like he is skittering like a rock across the water.
so
That was
getting
out
us
of
all
character. You can't
back
punt.
on to character
Mhm.
and a bad thing.
He's very puntable.
So syndrome. Um, ah. So syndrome Matthews, we have a consciousness in the cube that is
Okay.
really hoping we don't
Okay,
fuck
right
with
when
it.
he says that,
Like,
the Fang 00 stands straight up.
Is the lion like paying attention to what's going on outside right now, or is he just kind of withdrawn into himself?
He has a lot to. What do you think?
I would say he's probably pretty much mentally like withdrawn, so he probably isn't paying
Yeah.
attention right now.
Right now, he is hooking a cable from the big container onto the mech so he can pull it.
He's just running away with the box.
he's running
He's
with the
not running
box.
away with the box. He's completing the mission.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd take a little bit more time to mentally process everything, or not do
How do
that.
you? He's not processing things. He's on autopilot.
Oh God, he's not coping with his feelings like in a healthy way. Oh God.
What do you expect? Do you expect someone like him to be able to know or understand how to cope properly?
I personally thought the meltdown was gonna go for a bit longer, and then like he'd start moving because like it's been 30 seconds.
Hmm.
Like this is his method of coping is moving. He's not it it's like when you start thinking about things too long and your body's just moving on autopilot.
No.
No,
You've Neither of you have done that?
I move on autopilot, but I don't like do it as a way to like not think.
I
No, he's not doing it as a way to not think. He's thinking so much that he literally is just on autopilot. He's not It's like his body's moving, but his mind isn't paying attention to what his body is doing.
I'm kind of the opposite. I get kind of like in a standstill.
But yeah, that has happened to me before where I'm just overly thinking I'm working. And suddenly I realize, oh, I've mopped the whole area.
Hey, at least it's productive. So I suppose I shall. Let's. I don't think Huddle is receiving calls right now. I'll fill you in, Vasquez Matthews, as we move.
You're pretty much
Um,
turning himself. He's not turning himself into a robot. He's not. He's just thinking on things.
Okay. So you guys can talk and walk.
Yeah.
because keep in mind, we do have those excellent disguises that me and Crystal put together of coding and then also what do you call it?
Oh, basically,
Um,
come up with fake IDs,
yes.
identifications for a company.
for a company to move the box without getting hassled. I helped make the passes and Crystal Death hacked in and established the back paperwork in the background.
Hmm.
So I guess we can roll. So, Syndrome, we have, and Matthews, we have a slight. So the box is, there's an entity in the box. The box does not wish to.
Oh, for the
Her name
love.
is Stella.
Just shut up for once.
I'm. I've cut you. I mean, are you open on the comms?
He is because he never turned it off. He wasn't paying attention to him.
You could set up a private connection line if
Then
you
I'll
wish
make a
to.
private comms. I'll turn off. I'll cut
Okay,
Mech out of the call, uh,
that's fine.
or Harlow out of the call. We have slight issue. Um, Cube sentient. It is old, as in it has been here for millennia, and it's a star, and it's sentient and sapient, and it looks like the Oni are hunting it and its kin down. And apparently Lug is one of them. And I'm gonna glance at like whatever avatar and raise an eyebrow at Lug's projection.
He's giving you a middle finger.
Luke's is probably just like probably just is kind of
I would look.
in a pondering stance. You know, it's just like sitting like floating there, legs crossed,
I,
arms
j- I
crossed, just
just
kind of floating.
I just love the idea of literally a virtual middle finger just right to. It's not even like the rest of the human. It's just the middle finger and the fist.
I don't think Luke would be upset about this info, but probably more confused.
We can
And
work more on it later. Luke will figure this out. But she
don't understand
purposely
any of this.
ripped the memory of when Condor Industries collapsed out of my head, projected it, and you, my friend, had an energy shield of some kind. So I'm giving like him a one thumbs up.
Hmm.
Thank you for saving me and Odessa's life. Moving on.
I just wish he left me be fizzle.
Vasquez, any questions while we move the package? I'm honestly not sure what we should
If
do with
you're
it besides.
if you're starting to give it a a name, are you still going to give it back to the general, or are you going to change it and try to hide it in one of your mechs?
I don't until Matthews can hack through the system. I do not believe that we can safely or quietly can open another cube, for lack of better phrasing. Uh, um, so we are going to, admittedly, if when Haruo is less incensed, he might be able to tell us exactly how much he trusts the general, and if the general is a trustworthy man who can decide that, ah, yes, it was a one-off item that never was used, that was used once by the enemy, and shame it ended, and we can stash Stella somewhere, or he might try to protect Stella or try to recruit her. I don't know.
For any of this, I don't have time. There's just nothing I can do. I just don't get it. There's a slam on a desk.
What desk?
Do you
The
have a desk
control
in
pad
your?
in front of me.
Oh, your control panel.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's
After all the
Don't even
stress
know if
Fang
it'll
has
hide.
passed through, you're slamming against the controls. Not a smart move.
You really think he's in a? You really think he's in a mind state to make smart moves?
so. I have an interesting question for everybody. What does the inside of your mech look like? Like, how do you?
It looks more or less like the cockpit from Gundam Wing.
Okay.
That's the basic idea because it's very the usual Gundam cockpit isn't the most detailed. It's usually just
Ah, yeah, yeah.
there's a visual screen in front of you. There are two joysticks on your chair, and there's two straps holding you in place.
Yep. And you got the feet thing. I'm just curious.
What are you talking about? What feet? Oh, you mean you mean the pedals?
Pedals to step, yeah. Um, so Syndrome, can you? How much do you know about? Oh God, I can try to go through my notes first, but I can also ask the DM if you'd be so kind just to name the general once again.
General Alexander.
Alexander. Um, have you've lived in New Haven for a while, right? You could. I never really paid much attention to the military, but do you know anything about General Alexander? Or you, Matthews? You worked with him, right?
Uh,
I don't know
Lieutenant
how
Matthews.
Chris.
Lieutenant Matthews would probably be like, uh, it's like, hmm.
Transferred in from out
She'd
of
probably say, yeah, she's a recent transfer from a different division, so she hasn't had much privilege of working under General Alexander for very long.
Sorry, Chris.
Um,
I actually was like, let's throw Chris underneath the wagon.
Yeah, that's so mean.
Vasquez. So any knowledge you might have?
I don't really know the general as maybe Matthews. I know that he's a kind of army guy, but the rest, your guess is as good as mine.
um, LDP, if I remember correctly, your character has like an ear to the ground kind of uh talent
It
or
has
trigger.
the word on the street and read a situation. I don't know which
Uh,
one you refer, but
roll me a word on the street. See what you've kind of maybe heard from maybe other military folk. Okay.
that's good. That's the
Yeah.
like every time I have to deal with the army, it's only really low, like 1 and 2, and
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
exactly that.
Yeah. You've haven't really heard much about them.
mm, I just don't get any of this. How did I can't do what they
So
want?
Harlow saw something painful. I'm gonna let him tell you about it if he tells you about it, but he is probably not. He's in a worse mood than when we went into the cube, which is saying something.
Who
So
knew it
that's
was
going to be
possible?
fun.
Sorry about that. I need to take my dog out of the room.
Oh, no
Oh,
problem.
good.
Take care of the puppo.
What'd you say? You said I left the part where you're saying he'll tell you about it if he wants.
Um, I'm also said you're in even worse of a mood than you were before, which is somehow even possible.
I mean, it was caused by you, so it can all just basically go around. You could just say, "Yeah, it's my fault. He's in a really bad mood."
No, he meant you're in a worse mood after it going into the box.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes, but that's all. All of it leads back to his fault, so it's
I
still
mean,
taking.
you also were the one who decided to touch the box.
Yes, because of what you did, so it still goes back to around to you.
Eh,
Don't
but you have
go,
a new friend now,
you
so
know it's true.
it works out. You have a new friend.
Tomato, tomato,
Um,
tomato, tomato.
some sort of Eldritch can't die friend.
Um,
Suddenly, your mech was blasted to pieces by a random laser of Godzilla.
so this is I'm trying to think of what Sigurd would do in this kind of a situation. Um,
Relay his own findings of whatever's there. 'Cause
yeah,
he's
I think
probably the most
he probably would
analytical
have.
out of everyone.
Yeah, Rio should kind of access the OmniNet and pull whatever information she can quickly grab on General Alexander, and we'll share it with you guys. But we'll keep Malayan out for the time being, as he doesn't need more distractions. But the kind of like
What distractions?
nothing at all. But the dossier that Ryushu's kind of able to compile is that General Alexander is a well decorated soldier in general. He, while he doesn't show it, is uh, actually quite on in years for his age. You know, He's in his like mid 60s. Let's see. He comes from basically a line of high-ranking military people, dating back all the way to his, oh, I would want to say great, or maybe great grandma, who was at the time a an admiral in the military, and was one there on the front lines during the resource wars. And basically, at least someone in their family has followed the military career uh, or lifestyle from then on. You also see that in his family, he has two other siblings. One who, uh, from what Ryushu has been able to find, has actually kind of left New Haven and has gone down to the Emerald Grove and has become kind of a lead botanist down there. And his other sibling, his brother, has gone. Oh, where was it? Has gone on a traveling expedition to charter farther shores from the mainland here. It's basically become oh, what's the term for it? A
Explorer.
Yeah, an explorer, navigator of sorts.
Gotcha.
Whatever the term for map maker is.
Oh, cartographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, cartographer is trying to map the this new world more fully. So, but yeah, nothing uncouth stands out that Ryushu was able to find. But this again was just kind of a quick cursory glance of the OmniNet that she was able to get.
Hmm.
Well, well, it means he's loyal to New Haven for.
Okay, and right here, Malign suddenly stops.
Okay,
He detaches the hook. He starts walking.
move you guys up a little bit. There you go. All right. So, just a note, as you guys are kind of walking through, you're passing by a very large, beautiful, glistening lake.
I want to
You
be evil. I want to be evil and ask Karsh what's the name of the lake, but I'm not gonna.
Um,
No, Karsh,
I was,
don't name the lake. Don't name the lake.
I will say. Did you guys hear what I just said?
no, what
No.
you say you detached from the box and walk away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Where are
walking
you?
away.
Are you walking like towards
He's
the rest of
walking
the group?
towards the lake.
Oh no. He's gonna go for a swim. But mechs can't swim.
That's where you're wrong, Car.
Is- Well, we should probably follow him. I'm gonna pick up the front because I'm assuming, hopefully, with after talking to Stella, we probably can engage the cube a bit more safer since we now know
Well,
whatever the
you can certainly
fuck
try.
it was that
You would
like the
hope.
crystallized bit that was hungry for NHPs or stellar solar like star entity things that since it was hungry and ravenous probably is okay to touch and we're not going to mutate into that, so I'm going to pick up the chains and I guess I'm just going to follow him if the rest of the group wants to do that.
Sure. Sigurd will help. And as you guys kind of like grab on, to the box and stuff, there's no reaction. But you You guys follow after a lion and see where he's going.
Yep.
Do they arrive at where I am?
I mean, we probably have
Mhm.
you within sensor range while you're walking off, so we can probably easily keep
Mm,
up or at least track you. You're not like running away, so you're walking off.
yeah, he's power walking off.
Okay.
You're a mech walking in a what looks like right now lightly forested area. We could probably see you.
Yeah.
So right now, he's leg deep in the water.
Okay.
Alright.
As you kind of start stepping and walking into the water, your the heavy, large footfalls of your mech begins kind of kicking up dirt and sediment from the bottom of the lake and making the water murky.
Don't get. I just don't get it. He starts like pushing or touching random parts of the mech. He's like, just make me make sense of just a little bit of this. Are you actually here? Have you been here this whole time? I just don't get any of. Show me something. Anything. He start.
Sorry, go
He
ahead.
starts like just like moving the controls back and forth, like trying to get some kind of reaction.
Okay. Hmm. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
D20. Okay.
Yeah.
Oop,
A
15.
15. Okay. So as you begin kind of thrashing with the controls, uh, your mech kind of jumbling around as you kind of do this. You eventually kind of pick up on your sensors and hear the others approaching behind you, but no response from anything other. Just the silence in your
Hmm.
cockpit.
Hmm. The fu- So it's all bullshit. It's always all bullshit. What am I even talking about? It's always all bullshit. He says this over the speaker. I don't have time for any of this. I never have time for any of this. I didn't want to hear any of this bullshit. I don't need to be reminded of what I am.
I'm waiting to see if Vasquez is going to talk before I try.
You know, Syndrome just can't. It's already at the point they are talking about because Syndrome and Crystal didn't saw the AI. Did AI reacted when they talked about it, or are they going from Syndrome and Chris' point of view, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
I assume you know in the time of walking and stuff that Rudy gave you guys kind of a TLDR of what transpired inside.
Wipe away some like the exact details. Just it pulled something that it shouldn't have. I don't know out of my own past. It pulled things Mech Harlow doesn't remember out of his past and displayed it, but it pulled something that it physically I cannot. I should. It's physically impossible for me to remember out of my own past or my lineage.
Oh, Quinn, can you speak
And
a little
then
bit closer to your mic?
yeah, sorry. So it pulled something out of something from the past that I was not alive for, and then you had it showed us things that were like I probably would have gotten a little bit more in detail about it. Maybe Stella referring to the Fang and Lug as friends. Um, but that's about it.
Then he starts suddenly walking out of the water.
Well, let's let Vasquez do his part now
Uh,
that we know exactly what information got shared.
Okay, well, he's just about to start walking out of the water then.
Okay.
So did cooling the areas help in any way?
Who are you speaking to?
To Arlo?
It's all bullshit. As always is. I don't have time for any of this. I'm one thing. And I know what that is. He starts walking past. He's barely paying attention to any of you.
We're gonna have to get him drunk later on. um,
Like, you spoke so quietly to him that he barely registered anything you just said.
that's fine.
It's like a whisper while the rest of his head is yelling.
That's fine. You're talking about syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Syndrome spoke.
So let's give him a day or two to.
But he kicks a tree down.
I'm honestly trying to figure out if space for you, Harlow, would be better than not right now. Because it's like on one hand,
I would tell you the answer, but I feel like that would break the kind of flow.
Yeah.
I'm like weighing this. On one hand, the iron is hot right now.
Well, it's the
On
best
the
to
other
strike when
hand,
it's hot, or
yeah, so it's like strike when it's hot. The other hand, it also is primed to go off.
uh, cut the blue
Um,
wire, cut the red wire.
red wire.
I will say that there being no response has definitely leaned things towards bad.
Harlow, I have an idea.
He's still not responding. You need to speak up louder.
So listen, Huddle, I have an idea. You need to listen to this.
What the fuck do you want?
Stella called you friend, called Fang friend.
How do we know
Stella
anything? All of it's bullshit.
Stella
It's
called
clearly bullshit because
Luke friend.
if he was there, then he will have responded to something.
He did.
He's,
Oh no, ah man, out of character I know this, but in character I don't. Unless you told us about the dream that one time. Probably not.
I mean, he thinks it was a dream, so.
Yeah. Uh, Stella called Luke friend. She called Fang friend. She
Oh,
called you
bullshit.
friend.
He's.
Perhaps,
You're
but
I, Quinn, I'm just gonna tell you, you're coming at this at the worst possible angle. Like, it's like there's, like, a few kinks in the armor, and you're going, I'm gonna aim right for the breastplate.
not really adjusting it because I'm not really sure where the best way of coming at it is. I was
But
going to
I
suggest.
just. I was surprised when you went immediately towards, oh, we're talking about this thing that he just called bullshit because he doesn't believe it now.
All right, let me rewind it then. Hold on.
I was honestly surprised you went with that of all things.
Well,
I'm not saying this as a note against you. I was just honestly surprised.
I'm very direct with where my focus goes. Back. You probably should have noted that from everything in the past. I'm not one to do subtlety well, and I'm
No,
aware
no,
of that. I don't try.
it's not about subtlety. It's where you're starting with the conversation.
Yeah, I know, which is why I'm gonna walk it back and
Okay.
hit you with probably an even worse angle.
Go for the sneak attack.
Honestly, I don't think there's any worse angle you could have gone with.
We saw your dad, I assume, in there.
Yeah? What does he look like? For all we know, shit could have been in my mind.
I'm talking about
Fucking-
Richard Harlow.
Yeah, I know.
So I relay like what Richard Harlow looks like. I did not have that as a note right here.
Oh, Karsh, do you want to just tell us what?
Yeah, he was kind of a very scruffy looking guy. Kind of shaggy, kind of not thick beard, but kind of like very kind of like not well trimmed, but just basically like a quick trim to keep it from getting long. Um, Slightly messy, lightish brown hair, um, hazel eyes, scars here and there across his face and face and arms that you saw. Um, a very kind of like iconic kind of look of like uh oh gosh, what would be a good way to describe it? Punk esque kind of look, a little bit. Kind of like wearing leathers and stuff.
All right.
Basically think of the newest version of Rex from Xenoblade.
Yeah,
I can look it up.
It
yeah,
kind of like that.
kind of like that. Yeah, except for not missing an eye.
Yeah, he's in Xenoblade 3. Yeah,
Yep,
3.
those in the DLC.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So I probably would relate the look and the hair, but I don't think Rudy would have noted the eye color.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
probably
definitely the
not.
look. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I'm gonna
Where the,
relate like the that then.
where the
Your
fuck are you? Mm. Oh wait, go on. I'm sorry.
your father bearded, but wasn't the most kept, but it was trimmed. It's got some spiked hair a little bit, tossed. Maybe not fully styled, but he put some care into it. Heavy leathers, high collar, something you seem to favor as well right now.
His mech turns around and is slowly walking towards yours now. Yeah? What of it?
Tell me about them. I'm curious.
What, what does that got to do with anything?
It's interesting to me to see a man adopt a child he meets for the first time and decide that, yes, you're going to be my family. I'm curious about the man who's got that commitment and energy to do that. The, the drive to push through it immediately
That's,
on sight.
that's what? What are you trying to get at? Talking about my dad won't fix anything.
No, but but it's your father, and it's now, and it's here.
What?
Tell me about him. While walking, keeps your mind off the other stuff. We met his
Fine,
uncle. We met your uncle. Now,
fine, 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 fine. I'll get my mind off of all this shit. He was more gentle than I deserved when I was younger. Always laughed at the little nips I took at him. Surprisingly, he took me with him at all. Still halfway feral. For some reason, he took me, and I still don't understand it.
he saw something on you, or he was kind and saw someone who needed help.
It's not that simple.
Isn't it?
I ran. You don't get it. It took him a day to get me out of there. I ran, I scurried, I bit, I scratched. I acted like a feral animal to keep away from him.
Which shows the conviction of a good man who wants to look after a child.
I guess. I don't know.
So,
I never got to ask him why he did it. What?
The wise can matter and they also can't. He did it. He loved you. Well, came to love you. Tell me about him. How did he? I assume he was a cursed. We saw he was like a combatant in the memories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Tell me about how he fought. Like, does he? Looking back on it, was he like melee combatant mech? Was he like ranged? Was he like
But
mixed?
you don't remember? Or are you just asking to ask him?
I legitimately do not remember from last session about how he was
He
described
had a
fighting.
sword.
Yeah, but that's melee. That's like outside of his mech. I'm talking about like in his mech.
How is his mech configured?
How does his mech?
Mm,
How is it configured? Like, tell me about how fighting.
but
Like,
the 9 ball was very fast. He had a few guns on the back to make sure to keep himself covered. He had a charge blade. What has this got to do with anything?
nothing in particular, but from what we all saw, I wanted to get to see what I could know about a man who is kind enough to meet an orphan or a child, or as you call yourself, half feral, in the ruins and decide, yes, I'm taking him home.
I don't know, maybe I became the crew's mascot.
But he treated you like a son. You've pointed out he was gentle.
Yes, I know that. I know. I just. He couldn't cook for a damn. Couldn't. He made stupid jokes all the time. He always he had a bit of an ego, but he always made sure I was okay.
A good man.
Better than I deserved.
Out of curiosity, when you say good jokes, are we talking puns or what?
Oh yes, he loved puns.
Did he go for the multi wait, hold on. What's that word? Hold up.
What word?
Is it multilingual?
Multi
Multilingual?
Uh,
multilingual.
Multilingual. Did he go for the multilingual puns? Those were, from my grandmother, the absolute worst.
no, he just made puns about random things he saw, or he made the joke that that he was the daddy wolf. Now, apparently, you're about to laugh from that, aren't you?
No, no, I'm laughing at something else. Sorry, someone just
Okay.
texted me something and it popped up, and I'm like, not the time. Um, and just curious.
Hmm? Curious about what?
As I said, he struck me as a, what is the word? What is the word? Oh crap! I had it and I forgot it. 1 second. He struck me as a man who had gravitas beyond.
Gravitas. If you
He
mean charisma, yeah.
more than just that, but he seemed to pull people towards him.
Yeah. What about it? Everyone on the crew liked him. Everyone on the squad liked him.
You care deeply for him. So after seeing a man like that, I was curious about what went into who he was beyond the snapshots we observed.
Hmm. He starts walking forward.
Which way is forward for him right now? Did you turn back
It's.
around?
I thought we were walking while talking.
Well, we were, and then you turned around and you started walking at me, and then we never specified if we were
I thought we
resumed
were still
walking.
walking and talking, so
We can be still walking and talking.
that's what
Um,
we were doing. So I assume just walking ahead of you.
yeah. I mean, I'm still hooked up to Stella, so
Mhm.
yeah. Gonna avoid out of character. I'm avoiding the mother point because that's probably even worse of a trigger right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not great.
Like
Honestly, like I
that
said
was the
before,
other besides Fang, that was the other angle that I'm like, that's even worse.
honestly, the Fang thing was the worst just right now because he didn't get a response, which is making him call into question if Stella really did anything, or if he was just, I don't know, got hit with an hallucinogenic drug.
But with or with Rudy
Because
mentioning what
it's his thought of this is my partner, the one who's been with me through it all.
yep.
If I asked him to respond in distress, surely he's got to say something.
You haven't opened up that one that one email account you created when you were like just adopted. Haven't checked it in years. There's like thousands of messages in it.
Well,
So
he's obviously still disgruntled, but
trying to grind bind him to the
yeah,
here
you're
and
trying.
now rather than the panic of everything. So Huddle,
Yeah.
you traveled as a merc.
Mm,
What do you know about the Republic, or the Ruby Republic, I should say? Because
what do I know, Karth?
Um,
Or do
probably not a lot.
mm,
You know that it's one of the kind of like outlier territories that are allied with New Haven.
mm,
They kind of keep to themselves, but do their best to kind of uh, keep the Duskfall Syndicate from doing anything antagonistic.
mm.
They're also a major supplier of rare gems and stuff that are used for electronics.
I've only been here a few times. I don't usually come out here. Other than they sell a lot of electronics, I don't know much about the area.
in industry, that's good. That makes our paperwork all the better for when we have to get through this area. Excellent.
LDP, did you want to join in the conversation at all?
If they are talking separately one another, I will not interfere because Syndrome has his point of view on the whole situation, and he will,
We're all
yeah,
batshit insane.
yeah, you will abort it after talking with everyone uh, one at a time.
Okay.
Out of character, I kind of wanted to sneak up on Syndrome in the middle of the night and just slowly drag him over to the cube.
God.
That's horrible.
Make us whole.
We're not in Dead Space.
Not yet.
We're not gonna be in Dead
we
Space.
we
I do
had
not
we
allow
had
this.
we had Dead
But I'm the
Space
DM.
incident. We had the Dead Space mountain mech where the walls were full of corpses reaching for us.
Oh yeah, don't forget. Yeah, don't forget the mine.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm not forgetting the freaking Eldritch horror bit that you threw at us, Karst.
So
Mm. Yeah, we're moving.
So, just out of curiosity on the map, show me which direction you guys are moving. What's your course of your path? Just,
I think.
like, are you
All
going
right, out of
like
character,
this
guys.
way
Yeah,
or?
I was gonna say we might go that way, or we might want to try to. One sec.
I thought we were going this
Go.
way, then.
No. This is enemy territory,
Yeah,
so we have to go through
yeah,
from here, this territory to this territory, and then into
well,
New
I
Haven.
wouldn't say enemy territory, but definitely not allied with New Haven.
Antagonistic,
They are very standoffish against New Haven's uh, rules and
Hmm.
stuff.
and we are currently a New Haven corporation as our cover, so
Hmm.
using that might
Best
be a
best to
problem.
stick to yellow and blue territories if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Though
I knew we
So
weren't going to go through there. I was just saying we go here,
though
then
I know you're trying to
here, then.
avoid the quantum collective, even though they are,
yeah, Quantum
neutral.
Collective. They will rip apart all of us to get at Stella.
Probably, you're not
um,
wrong.
the real question is, do we want to try to repair here
Oh, by the
this
way,
session?
those that's not a pentagon, that's a hexagon. Symbols are basically um,
Oh,
outlook
are
def-
those mil?
outlook defense positions.
Oh, they're military points.
Yeah,
Ah,
they,
right,
they're
because these are the towns,
yeah,
and these would be okay. Then
and
never mind.
and
Because I was
di-
thinking like we.
and diamonds are will be for like um, neutral uh, meeting points. So things that are kind of like, since this place borders three different kind of situational territories here, it acts as like a basically a neutral crossroads. It's like you don't fuck with each other here. You can do business here. You know.
It's its own city state that has its own rules basically, and is
Yeah,
like
it's its
Okay.
own separate thing. Kind of like how the Vatican is its own separate thing in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't a holy place. It's a market, a very large market. So,
so. It's Singapore, is what you're saying,
I guess.
because isn't
Yeah.
Singapore its own like a city to itself?
I,
Actually,
I'm
what's
not
that?
sure.
I think
Eh, So, but anyway, your guys' course is to kind of cut down through the farmland here.
Yeah, basically.
Really common. I had it put there. Don't do jump scares.
one sec, guys.
Okay. But yeah. Malayan's still a bit grumpy and still a bit out of his depth right now, but he's less focused on it a bit right now, so that's good. He's less grumpy. Parks, have you played the new Resident Evil remakes?
No, but I have seen the gameplay of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or
I
just what you have to deal with Mr. X?
X gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. No, thank. I'm good. I do not need a big just
I mean,
like
there is a
al-
literal mod that has him literally play that song every time he comes near.
I know. But I don't need a big albino man stomping after me to wreck my shit.
I'm back. And Singapore is a city state. It's a city, a nation, and a state
Ah.
together.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So I guess kind of like Morocco then as well.
Oh, I
Because
completely forgot about
yeah.
Morocco. Yeah, that's
Yeah, Morocco's one as well. I just remembered. Anyway, so yes, it's kind of like that. It does business with all three. And people can come and go as they please here. Just don't cause trouble. Though I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with the area, but they do have some other certain rules set up. So
we'll figure that out when we get there. So I suppose
yeah,
we're gonna be going through the going past the farmland.
yes,
Yeah, probably.
Let's not walk through the crop fields.
If
okay.
we do, that would just remind me of
Well, I mean,
Seventh Samurai.
you're probably gonna have to, unless
I
unless you
I
want to
feel like
brush
there's
really close with you know, the
no, but wouldn't
does
they have like walk paths carved out for like agromechs and stuff?
probably, yeah.
So yeah, we can walk on those.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, not
Press
cut
the wrong
across
button.
directly a field
Uh,
with 1,000 tons of steel.
oh, mech disconnected from Foundry.
I accidentally did that. I accidentally pressed the wrong button.
Oh no.
It's
F5.
very easy to do that on
PC.
no, on Opera GX. It's very easy to do that.
Oh, gotcha. All right, so I'll move you guys along here. This will probably be about as far as you get from this day of travel. Yeah,
Okay,
probably.
no.
See, because you guys were. Let me double check here, because you were here,
We were over.
and
We were
it's
over
about
here, I
right about
think.
here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, day unimpeded travel. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
There you
Slightly
go.
impeded by the lake visit.
That was just a short stop.
So I guess we're staying up for crashing for the night.
Yes.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second watch.
Okay.
Then I'll take third.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll for your watches, everyone.
I have nothing to help me, so I have a straight D20. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see.
That's a D12.
Yeah, D20 is farther to the right. A 7. Okay. All right.
Oh, did you ban common Halo? Oh, I think.
Not no,
You
I
timed him
didn't. I
out.
timed him out.
Oh,
It's
that's what I thought it was.
sorry. Yeah, no, it's just a 10-minute timeout. So
Ooh, 10 minutes.
He dropped a jump scare in the middle of D&D session.
yeah,
I know,
and
but 10 minutes is always so long to me.
it is. But that's because I didn't give me an option for anything shorter.
Yeah, I know. That's what. It doesn't give me the option either.
So it's like, god damn it. I just wanted to do maybe just 2 minutes, but no. I mean, if Quinn has some way to
I'm
reverse
looking
that
at
by
that.
now,
It was 4 minutes ago. Let's see if I can.
if you can undo it.
I can undo the timeout now.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And
Yeah.
as a mod, I could do it. I can drop a 1 minute timeout.
Oh yes, please.
Huh. So the mods can do it, but the streamer
Oh,
can't.
sorry.
That's crazy.
It's in the mod view. I think we'd have to set it. We can do it later, but I think you have to set it in the details of
Anyway, yeah. So going
Anyway.
forward, please, no more jump scare ones. You can do the hydrates. You can do the head pats and all those other ones, or even the care packages. Just don't do jump scares. Well, actually, don't do the care package.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
I forgot because
You do need to hydrate.
I have been drinking. Don't worry. I've been sipping on
Well, I
the
hope
sweet,
you've not
sweet
been-
drama tea.
I hope you've not been drinking.
I've been drinking orange juice. I'm good. I'm good.
That's good. I haven't drinking orange juice in a while. I should.
It's just to help with my fighting this cold. Anyway, so with a 7 for Rudy, your watch is uneventful. Nothing. You don't see anything. Nothing catches your eye. Just is a very calm, just cloudy night.
Cool. At the end of it, I'll ping Harlow and then lean up against Luke and just inflate my sleeping bag out of my hard suit and fall asleep in it.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm up. So
Mm-hmm.
I roll my d20.
Well, you have a spot,
Do you have-
don't you?
you
Which
have-
helps with.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
So you can
Sorry,
you can add that in.
Let me see. He's doing this from his cockpit, by the way. He's just keeping his sensors on.
Mm-hmm.
He's not feeling like leaving his cockpit.
Understood. A 9.
But I roll. Ooh, that's low.
That's not great. No, you basically rolled the same as Rudy.
Yeah,
7 plus
basically.
2. Well,
Doesn't mean that if LGDP rolls a 7, we get the jackpot.
oh, maybe. We'll see. So, Milan, with your doing your watch, It is quiet.
Mm.
Nothing pinging on your sensors. Nothing's viewable on your cameras, monitors. Just a dark, cloudy night.
I know it's bullshit, but I just couldn't. For a second, I believed that AI.
You can't see it, but I'm tapping my fingertips together like a supervillain.
Yes, like a Bond villain.
Yes. I,
Digimon.
God damn it. I have been waiting for you, Bond. All right.
No,
So
no, I expect you to die.
I expect you to cry, my lion. Cry.
Weird.
But Syndrome, you're up.
Yeah.
Nice. He didn't roll a 7, but you got a 9.
Damn
That's
it.
funny. All right, Syndrome, for your watch. It too is a quiet, dark night. Cloudy, no moon, no stars.
No moon, no stars. That's actually very concerning.
It's a cloudy night.
Because it's
Yeah, I
cloudy.
know.
It's blocking out the light. Basically, it's just really.
Oh, I didn't hear the cloudy part.
Yeah, it's
All
really
right, all right.
heavily overcast. So yeah, no moon or stars for
Alien
seeing.
and let's go. The mothership is here.
Aliens are here.
Mhm.
Now we
Sorry,
have to
Karst, my
fight
bad. I didn't mean
space.
to interrupt.
Now we have to fight Space Godzilla.
Hi, Raven. By the way,
Sorry, Karst.
it's
I'm pulling you. Doing a lot of being off the topic today.
it's
I'll-
okay. It's just 3 of you guys. We don't have a lot,
Yeah.
so it's just you guys gonna be talking. But Syndrome, as you were taking your watch, you hear a voice. A voice calling out to you.
God, is that you?
It's a voice you swear you've heard before when you've been in deep meditative prayer from your younger days. Saying, Syndrome, you must believe. 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 And then you wake up, Syndrome, as you fell asleep during your watch.
Oh crap. Like, I can take it, Cars, don't do that. For instance, I thought Luke maybe push me back to the box or something.
Rudy's like just next to him, whispering in his ear.
Yeah. I honestly just thought I was honestly just thinking Yoda. He's like, you must go to the Dagobah system.
Yes, the Dagobah system. Mmm, the Dagobah system, you must go. Yes. Mmm.
That sounds more like Sean Connery.
Sorry.
Sean Connery, Yoda. What's the difference?
Yeah.
There's a massive difference.
The key difference between those two is alcohol consumption.
I think there's a lot more differences there.
I feel like Yoda like brews his own stuff on Dagobah.
No,
Yeah.
no. Yoda, he doesn't drink, but he has that good kush. I mean, come on, that look in his
got the
eyes,
swamp-
he's clearly
got the swamp stuff.
he's clearly high on something, you know. Those heavy bags under his eyes and everything. He's been seeing the force for sure. Anyway, but yeah, no, it's a calm night for you guys. Nothing happens. No weird things with the box. Just a calm night. So, next day, you guys gear up to move out.
The lion did not sleep well at all.
Understandable. So you were slept enough to get the needed sleep you need, but it was not the most restful or comfy sleep you've had. All right. So staying out for the next day, I would like you guys to all just go ahead and roll me d12, please.
All of us?
Yep.
12. Wait, what? No,
Oh,
wait.
you had d20
I
and a
can.
12. I can see
I
what
accidentally.
I can see what you rolled.
Well,
You rolled
what was it?
you
I
rolled
don't know.
a 3 on the 12. All right. So a 10, nice, and another 3. What is it with you guys matching rolls?
I should we try again to make
The
sure it's not
algorithm,
messing
the
up or
algorithm's
something?
out for us. The algorithm wants us.
Go ahead and roll again, Mech. Just go and roll
Okay, just I
a,
don't. I honestly just want to check. Let me see.
a 5. Okay.
Oh,
So, all right. So, as you guys are traveling across the open plain of the Ruby Republic, you see the kind of territory, the landscape shifts, from the more vibrant greens that the fertile valley have provided to the land to the more kind of lush grasslands that you are kind of often familiar with for most of the this kind of like, I guess, grass bowl that humanity has kind of settled in over here. This is one of the reasons why that this landscape was set as kind of the one of the key landing points, as it was a very, for most part, flat area with a lot of open land to cultivate. Half a day goes by, as it's very uneventful. If there's anything you guys would like to talk about.
yeah. That stupid AI was just bullshitting us this whole time. I can't believe I ever fell for any of this.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
Considering the fact, Tarlo, I can describe to you the rough appearance of your father, it may
Yes,
not
but
have all been bullshit.
maybe not. But still, some of it is bullshit, that's for sure. We don't know what it really wants or if it actually wants to be friends.
Fair enough, but there are things that were involved there that were either from the past, meaning it's been here long enough that it's seen the worst of humanity, or it's brand new and it's more powerful and it probably could get itself out of the cube. I mean, to be fair, the prison, the container
Maybe you should
is
ever wonder why it was sealed in there.
it was captured by the Hellhounds to be used as a weapon by the Oni, like they tried to do against us.
You don't know that for sure.
Well, we know that they were captured. We know that the Oni are being taken to the Oni. We know from
All I
Jebediah.
know is that I have to keep that away from them. He like points to the box. That's
Who's
all I
them?
know for sure.
The Oni or the
Yeah,
Hellhounds?
both. He's referring to both.
Fair enough. Um, I'm kind of hoping I want Syndrome to get in here and ask, talk to Mech or Harlow a little bit.
Yeah, Syndrome will basically ask do you remember what your mech did after you or during the fight with Sammy?
I remember some things.
What do you remember specifically? Be as precise
The
as you can get.
pain, the pain, the overwhelming urge to kill, the overwhelming everything getting real loud. That's basically all I need to know.
Do you think Rudy or uh, any of the people you think it's against you? What happened to them when you went through that
Rudy,
phase?
I don't know what's going through his head. Mr. I'm going to touch things I shouldn't. Mr. Always trying to need to push buttons.
Yeah,
Out of
but
curiosity, besides touching the cube, what other buttons have I touched in game?
I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
I don't think I've
I
done
don't. I
anything
don't.
besides that.
I'm blanking on any others. That's just. I think that's
Well, there
just
is
the
the
only one.
also pushing the thing. There is also pushing the giant thing. We're basically trying to keep everyone away from it and just pull it. There,
I mean, to be fair, that was after we saw it. You mutate next to it, and we saw it turn somebody into a giant beast before we saw it heal somebody.
Or well,
and also
well, it didn't heal.
you were also immediately in our first part zero. You were immediately just running to the box or to the container, and immediately
I was
pressing buttons.
undoubtedly still concussed during that session.
And it
Yes,
was
but do I know that?
afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably
You
got
were
shoved
you're
back.
trying to make excuses now. I
I
feel
mean, all
like
right,
when I
Mac,
actually found like the
Mac. To
smoking gun.
to start off with, I our first session, I was convinced it was going to be a very short character. So Carson will attest to this. I've altered Rudy a lot since that first episode.
You mean in his looks or in his character?
Character and backstory and drive.
Oh,
So like, he probably still would have done it, but he wouldn't have gone on their acts first. He would have tried to figure out what was going on first. Anyway,
um,
go ahead, go ahead, LDV. Sorry, we
yeah.
keep cutting you off, and I'm sorry about that.
You can blame Quinn. That's its number one option. Blame Quinn.
I blame you both.
yeah, both is good.
You can just blame Quinn. I've been blamed enough for things I had no part in.
Do you remember why Fang was totally basically destroyed?
He was never destroyed.
Basically,
You
he
can
was
he
a
was
total wreck.
damaged,
He was a
but
total wreck. In fact, my mech was destroyed. Yours was a wreck in comparison. So let's go with my side of the story.
it's
For
because
this
those
one, just
stupid
humor me.
purple lightning or whatever it was when that freaking hellhound mech touched me.
Yeah, you don't remember Jack. Uh,
I
to
remember
be
just
honest,
fine, thank you very much.
no, you don't. You
Now you're
just
pissed.
admitted that is going to that Rudy tried to be a little more advanced with his kind of approach, and it's true. Rudy is a little bit of hands-on kind of guy.
Okay, automatically you will feel a mech hand just smack you in the back of the head.
Do you remember why I say people don't like? Because you don't like to hear every
I
choice.
don't care what people like, okay?
Do you
I'm
remember
made
what
to be a
your
killer. That's what I
uncle
am. That's
told
my
you?
business. That's my trade. That's all I am.
Yeah, but
And
remember
if
what
you won't,
your uncle Jebediah told you. It's not. You don't need to be a killer to be good. Your dad wasn't nothing like that. You should be upfront with
and
people.
I should deal with
Respect
people
them.
like you who immediately just fucking, ugh.
You don't. You didn't even take the chance. You just opt to be the sole wolf. That your
I
aunt,
don't
that
opt to
your
it.
uncle.
You don't understand any of this, do you?
Then try and reason with me instead of
What?
resorting to going to give a slap with the back of my head. Try and explain to me. Your uncle wants you to be better than your father, yet you can't
Yet
do it
that's not
because you
gonna
need it.
happen. End of story.
Yet
I'm
he
nothing
thinks you
like
can
him.
do it better. Yeah, but your uncle says you can be better than him.
Well, maybe he's wrong. Did you ever think about that?
That implies that you're a weakling and you'll fail to, because your father did great things, even though his demise
You're
was
just out to
unpopular.
push my buttons, aren't you, little
Yes,
priest?
till you hear the reason behind it. You need to be better. Just being the killer, the machine that works, try and reason. Create someone that covers for your
It's
flaws.
not that easy, you fool.
It isn't. That's why you need to improve. It's not easy. No one told it will be easy.
I'm
It
not
was
made for this.
extremely hard to change anything about a person.
What is with all you people and just. He storms off.
Still doesn't want to hear the truth.
What the hell did you just say to me?
You don't want to hear the truth.
Oh, and what's the fucking truth? What? Are you gonna tell me? Is your god gonna tell me? Who the fuck's gonna tell me the truth about me? Who knows me better than me? I want a show of hands here. Who knows me?
Do you think any of us
I would
with
assume
a mouth,
probably
yeah,
a father.
your
No,
uncle?
he literally said, "Who knows me better than me?"
Yeah. In 1 month, we can give a truly informed. But if the tales that your uncle told us, at least you can be better than this. You can be at least more controlled
That
and
me
be.
died a long time ago. What the fuck don't you idiots get about that?
I think Sigurd would probably jump in at this moment with a bit of a footnote, I guess to put it, saying just kind of like, um, judging from what we saw in there, there's a lot you don't know about yourself either.
You fucking.
There's a lot we all
Not even
don't
real.
know about a lot of things. But since we all are in the dark about a lot, why don't we try to find that kernel of truth, that light, and see
Okay,
see what it shines upon?
okay, where's this little kernel then?
Well, that's the thing. We have to find it. And finding the truth is often hard in the dark. But that's the great thing about working as a team. You don't have to do it alone.
You guys just don't get it.
We may not get it, but can you help us try to?
Right? It's
Use.
funny enough, you guys are actually doing a pretty good job of putting in a rock in a hard place.
Just. Why? Tell you what. He's just gonna kind of pull up like a
Because no,
projected
because
map.
I'm saying no, I'm saying you're doing a good job of trying to get him to come out of the show because because he can't logic his way out of this.
Yeah, Sigurd will just kind of like pull up a map though for you. It's like when we get here, out of the Ruby Republic here, and over towards the neighboring neutral territory, I say we all take a stop at the nearby village to the northeast of the capital. Stop in, take a rest, and we all drink ourselves stupid.
Fine, if I get shit faced, at least I won't have to think about all this shit you guys are tossing at me.
It also may help loosen up some stuff as well. You know what they say, nothing makes sharing easier than a good old bottle of sangria.
He just starts walking forward. He is emotionally tired right now.
What What the fuck is up with that? Wait,
What is up with what?
It's a
Oh,
sorry, I
oh,
didn't
he
mean
was.
to say
critical.
that loud.
Oh,
It's
Dip
a
thought I was
CR
actually arguing.
No,
No,
no. So
we're in character.
Karst
No worries.
read my message in
Oh,
game, and it's a Critical Role reference of the drinking game, and it's like you get to ask one question, what the fuck is up with, and then you fill in the blank.
what the fuck is up with your attitude? Well, so, but as you guys are traveling, um, as you kind of reach the edge of the farmlands here that are set up in the Ruby Republic, you see there are many kind of like automated like farming equipment that is currently running. You know, tilling fields, collecting uh, collecting produce and watering all that. You see a few people out there kind of doing maintenance on some of the rigs. Eh, pay they don't really pay you much mind. As you guys are beginning to walk through the farm fields here, you hear some sounds overhead.
are these drones?
As you look up, yeah, you see some drones flying up above.
Please be crop dusters. Please be crop dusters. Please be crop dusters.
Um, hmm, hmm. I was gonna say, I was trying to say like, um, you can roll.
Sorry,
You
Karst.
can roll and see.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
use spot.
I will roll for that.
Okay, go and roll your spot as well.
Yeah, yeah.
17. Okay. Um, with a 10. Uh, so Rudy, you can tell that these are not crop dusters. These are drones. But in Malayan, you are able to recognize some of the markings of militaristic drones.
Ah, shit. We
These.
got scouts.
So,
We are.
what you guys want to
I'm
do?
gonna. We have passports. We have documentation. We should be fine. Let's just keep going.
Let's just move a bit faster then.
Okay. So,
Not try to look like we're rushing, but like just moving.
Yeah.
Maybe pick up a pace a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
moving with a cause. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you pick up and put some pep in your step, moving across and through the farmlands here, following the kind of large paths that are set out for the mechanical rigs that traverse through the fields here without damaging them. You guys carry the or move the box along and going with some increased pace. As you guys continue to move, you hear the drones getting closer and closer. As one, then two fly overhead, and then another two more fly overhead. Before they kind of spread out and split their paths and go in opposite directions. Eventually, you then see them begin to come around and come back for another pass before they head off southwestward.
So they're going back to the military base. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, as you guys continue moving with a bit quickened pace, half the day gone by already, You guys continue moving as the sun begins setting. You guys want to keep moving at night?
I think it's probably for the best if we do.
Okay.
It's also for the worst if we do it at the same time, because if we get caught before we get across the board, they're gonna be like, "Why are you moving at night?"
Mm-hmm.
Versus,
Also, you're risking exhaustion for yourselves,
yeah.
Hmm.
which could put you at a disadvantage.
And then we fight the military in the with disadvantage, which could be very bad. Assuming we fight the military, we're probably gonna be able to walk right through. Sigurd can turn on the charm,
Hmm.
right, Sigurd?
He'll just like go, you know it.
Um, what do you think, Vasquez? Move through the night or stay here?
Because essentially, you have to be kind of camping out in the farm fields right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which basically means we're wide open spaces.
Yeah, I think we'll move to a more closed or less conspicuous location
Okay.
than the plains.
All right. So as you guys move through the night, I would like you guys to roll me each a d20, please.
Oh dear.
Mm.
I'm gonna bet on a
Yeah, low.
7. 7.
Wow, dude! Wow.
That's why I hate
Okay.
computer rolled
The AI is
D20.
listening. You need to
Yeah,
you need to start just going nat 20 before every roll.
yeah, oh,
The AI
exactly.
listens.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead and add your grit to this as well. So
Okay.
that'd be a +1 to each of you guys. So that'd be a 10 from a lion, an 8
That's actually good.
for Syndrome, and a 12 for Rudy. Okay. So I will go ahead and roll for
What the
Crystal
DC?
uh, and Sigurd. Okay. They got a 9 and an 8. All right.
So 10 and a 9.
No, sorry, that was with the +1 added. Sorry.
Ah, yeah.
Because he rolled an 8 and a 7, so 9 and 8.
No, no, no.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right. So, moving through the night is a bit rough for most of you. You know, relying upon sensors and whatever you kind of like extra, maybe lighting or
Mm.
whatever you have to try to light your way, and keeping an eye out as well as you move, pushing yourself through exhaustion.
Mm.
Uh, Rudy and Malayan, you guys are the ones least hit by this, and kind of don't slow down like the others do as much.
Mm-hmm.
But
Um,
yes.
never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Keep going. Sorry, Carson.
Okay,
Intrusive thought, and then it's like, no, shut up.
that's okay. But you guys moving through the night, um, do make it to the border before sunrise. As you guys kind of cross over, crossing the border, you do see there is some border patrol here. You see some basically kind of militaristic units is kind of doing a patrol, and as they see you guys, they stop you and ask you what your business is.
Mm.
S- So
Transporting. Where did your car go?
gonna say I was gonna have Sigurd like
Oh.
roll in boss mode for this one.
Oh, right, because he
Uh,
does have charm,
yeah, he has charm, and
Yeah.
he
but
also apparently is was a Corvo spy during his backstory for one of his missions, so he has the whole corporate talk. But I'm looking up the notes for the exact.
He will have a difficulty on this, so
Yeah.
because he is right now
Exhausted.
exhausted.
Oh,
So,
damn. Okay.
so I'll just put it like an inaccurate on that.
So we're on a we're moving a prototype for Zenith Horizons.
Okay.
Um, we're trying to keep it quiet. We have IDs and paperwork for the prototype, and um, everything is like properly logged with Chris's role last session.
Okay. So what I rolled, I'm not sure if it's showing up for you guys or not.
Let me see.
Not
Um,
yet.
Yeah,
No,
we
still
can't
not.
see it. We
okay.
cannot see it.
And I can't make it public either. So, what he
Ah,
rolled
damn.
was he rolled with the difficulty. He got into a 13.
Nice.
So, Sigurd will relay this information, going like, "We are an official envoy from Zenith Horizons, uh, leaving Gem City with a new prototype that we are trying to transport to New Haven. We are, as you know, we cannot go about cutting through Duskfall Syndicate territory without risk of being assailed, and we didn't want our precious prototype falling into the wrong hands. So that's why we are avoiding Quantum Collective territory. You know how they are with new gadgets and gizmos. If it's anything that they haven't made themselves, they want to tear it apart and see how it works." the the two these like three soldiers here kind of basically pull out like a data pad and begin bringing up information, and they begin kind of looking at each of you guys, and before looking back to Sigurd and be like, "Oh, uh, sorry, sir, for the for the interruption. Just have to make sure that no Duskfall members are trying to sneak into our lands and territory here. Um, please forgive us." Sigurd just kind of raised his hand like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I understand completely having to protect your borders. Anyway, thank you very much for your due diligence. If we may continue on our way, we've have a long road ahead, and we've been traveling all night already, just trying to get someplace safe."
I'm gonna like pipe up. Don't forget about the early contract bonus, boss.
Oh yes, we do get a early contract bonus, but I'm not sure if we'll make it in time. As you can see, our transport mechs have come across a bit of a kerfuffle. Had a bit of a scuffle with some of those Duskfall people as we were transporting. Did a bit of a good number on us. You see the soldiers kind of looking at each other. It's like, uh, well, sir, if you may, you and your transportation entourage here could take a stop at our recon base. It's nothing fancy, but we do have some of the essentials for maintenance." Sigurd will just kind
All
of
right,
look to you
Oh,
guys.
we
out of
do kind
character.
of.
Would that be doubling back or continuing on?
It would be right here.
Oh, I thought that was a different entire nation. Or
Yeah,
are
you
we
crossed the
actually
border
encountering that?
already into
Oh.
Mm,
here. These are patrol units
yeah.
for basically the
This isn't Ruby
Squallport's territory.
Republic. This is
So we're in
Walport.
the
Okay.
neutral
We're in the
territory.
neutral territory right now. Yeah.
I'm tempted to top off our stuff. Like, would this be a full repair if we
Yes,
got there?
this would count as a full repair for you guys.
That works.
Yeah.
Because it would be a safe place.
Yeah. And it's a military base. There's probably booze there where we can get wasted.
Mm.
Probably
Everyone
not.
knows. Probably not. Oh, it's a tight ship. Dang.
Yeah, yeah. No, but there is a place nearby that
A day
people,
away.
yeah, a day
Yeah.
away that people that they can go to. When they are on leave, so they can go. Just kind of travel for a bit. If they don't travel by mech but travel by vehicle, it doesn't take as long to get there. They can get there within half a day. So, like, if they travel like by transport vehicle.
Gotcha.
Because while mechs can be fast, they aren't
Mm-hmm.
like vehicles. They aren't
Unless you get like
built for speed.
unless you go max speed with one of the zippy boys and get the
Yeah,
flying feet.
but most like as you guys are running the standard Everest model,
Yeah.
you know, not the most speedy of boys of units. So
So I guess we would be going there then.
okay,
I feel like that would work, but we'd
Yeah.
have to be, yeah.
okay, it'll take you guys about like another half day's travel to get there, but you would have basically an escort by this patrol unit. As
Mm. I think that sounds fine, honestly. I mean, we have the papers.
yeah, I- from their looks, seems everything checked out. You see the kind of like probably actually could have told like from just like their their stance and how they were addressing Sigurd and the rest of you kind of shifted once they kind of saw stuff. So,
Gotcha.
all right. So I'll move you guys on over to here. As you guys travel for basically to about close to noon when you guys arrive, definitely exhausted at this point. You guys are arrive on the base here, which is it's nothing fanciful or anything, nothing like you'd see in New Haven, but
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely good enough. It's well fortified. It's good. It has you see they have um, large, thick metal walls, kind of extending for a good portion. You see a top of like different points along the walls. You see large rail cannons set up,
Mm.
kind of trained towards the north, towards the Duskfall Syndicate border. So, but they do show you guys to a hangar where you guys can dock your mechs and set about having them repaired.
That's nice of
Probably.
them. So, do we now put the full repair in?
Yes, you can put full repair
Okay.
in. Yeah.
This is
Are you
like,
sure you want to fully repair this mech? Yes. Do not worry.
Oh, I will have to do that for
By the way,
the others.
parts, very important.
Yes.
Do I notice anything while I'm repairing the Fang Double O?
Good question. Um, what skills do you have, by the way, for your character?
For skills, well, one of them is Spot, so, and
Okay.
another is Survival, Stay Cool, Inspire.
Go
Stay
ahead.
Cool, I don't feel like would work in any of those situations, but
No. Go ahead and roll me a spot.
okay. Come on, Spot, do something. 13.
Okay, 13. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I I will say, as you kind of are working on repairing, uh, your repairing your mech, uh, you kind of get a chance to finally look at the damage it sustained. You know,
Mm-hmm.
while you're kind of working on the inside, you notice that there is some scarring on the metal inside the cockpit that you didn't notice before. You see,
Metal.
it seems more severe towards the bottom of the cockpit than anything else.
So that's the crystal part. Mm.
Hmm. It just looks kind of like something just kind of essentially just kind of scraped away at some of the metal.
Oh damn! What the hell? Was this one of those freaking crystals from that hound mech?
I mean, to be fair, you
Mm.
did see Ryoshu last session did show you your own crystallization.
Yeah, but
The lion's in denial.
he's
Right.
not. He's not more in denial. It's just he needs a bit more evidence than just that there were some crystals going on. He's like, because there is an explanation could be that it caused my mech to grow those crystals for some reason. You gotta realize, in order to get him to, you have to like eliminate the possibilities.
Basically, you shove the proof in his face.
Less of that, and just you really need to like if you get like because one one is a possibility, two is a coincidence, and three is what's the word?
Mm.
Once is chance, twice is coincidence, three times is enemy action.
Yeah, so he just needs the three.
So what? Two more times then?
No, 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 because this one was the second time. The first one was the video.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay. So, as you guys get to repairing your mechs after a much needed repairs, after some very difficult battles and encounters, and things that possibly horrified some of you that you saw, you guys can finally get some rest in an actual bed of sorts. Not not a 5-star bed, but it's better than sleeping in a cockpit or in a sleeping bag.
Hey, my sleeping bag is wonderful. Oh yeah, I
It
also
just
get
has a body pillow in there.
I'll, if you have single-use items for your gear, remember you can replenish them. I think now
Mm-hmm.
with a full repair, and
Yes.
it's on your pilots.
Um, Not entirely sure if he has, if Chris and them have anything. Let me check.
I think Sigurd has heal or like a healing item on his pilot. That's the mech first.
Oh, right. Let's see.
I'm not looking at the rolls.
Let's see. Okay, there we go.
I will be honest, if
Okay, we're good.
a lot mattered to that freaking role of getting even just a tiny sign from the thing that something was going on, he probably would be a bit more open right now. I will be honest.
All in due time, my friend.
All in do.
All in due time.
You love the drama, don't you, Curse?
Oh,
I'm
I drink it in like a warm honey tea.
I'm stealing some of, I'm requisitioning some of the components and changing out a system with printer.
Yeah, sure, you can.
That's fine.
They're as you guys
I
are kind
actually
of
do.
working on this and doing stuff. By the way, they you see some of the base people coming up, and just kind of like asking if there's anything else they could do for some of the prestigious members of the Zenith Horizons.
Zenith. I
That's
just
the
yell at
company
them,
where
bring alcohol.
They'd be like, do you want? He was like, person would be like, oh, do you want authentic or synthetic?
The strongest thing you got.
Question still stands. Do you prefer the taste of authentic or synthetic?
Authentic.
Understood. Bring the rum.
I thought you were gonna go with grain alcohol, just like 98%, 96% or whatever it is.
Just like,
The,
I got the L bring
no,
alcohol.
no, they don't have
That,
access to that stuff here. So
that is probably the most different thing Lion is to me because I don't drink at all.
So yeah, they'll bring you guys like a couple bottles of some nice, just kind of like uh oh gosh, what would it be like kind of like peach rum essentially, like peach flavored rum, and yeah, so and with a few
He,
glasses for all of you.
he fills up his little flask and then he starts drinking from the actual bottle.
Sigurd will
So
pour
the real
himself a
question,
glass.
the real question for me is, do we want to have like move past the scene and then have the scene come back to with everyone here, possibly? Because I think that would be. Sorry, go ahead, Karst.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
I'm trying to. I know I mentioned that this was my main goal was to get everyone drunk so we can talk, but we're also missing two people in the party.
Mm,
Yeah, Chris wanted to be here, but your internet is also shit right now.
yeah, I know Azure would want to be as well. If you guys are okay with it, we can always just kind of
Wait, it would
like
Come
actually be
back.
good to come back to this, yeah, for them.
Because this is like one of those pivotal conversations that like would advance everyone knowing each other in the group. I
yeah.
feel so.
And of course, there's also no guarantee that next week we'll have everyone either.
True.
True.
That's the thing with this game because of
I
the
would
time
say
frame.
I
It's
I would
Yeah.
say that we should do part of it, but leave some of it for them.
we yeah. I was gonna
Uh,
say we could always come back
because that way
next
we
week.
still.
Fair
Yeah, I
enough.
was gonna say we.
Retcon backwards into it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, basically kind of do like a flashback.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
flashback to this moment in time. What kind of did your characters want to discuss and do, and what we could have had this happen? And say just kind of basically puzzle piece in events. You know,
mhm.
so
Gotcha.
which is something that
So
is done often.
so are we going to have a scene where we get drunk or?
It's up to you guys. How heavily do you guys want to drink?
Rudy is a little annoyed that it's not like either whiskey or Jaeger. Because fun fact, Jägermeister is supposed to be a sipped alcohol that like is a
Jägermeister,
little.
Meister, Jaeger.
It's supposed to be sipped at like out of a shot glass, like small amounts. You're supposed to sip it and just muse. So that was fun. It was a fun thing to learn about German culture. So Rudy's gonna pour himself a few flasks or a few fingers, you know, four, um, into a glass.
You already know what I'm doing.
You're heavily drinking. Out of curiosity, Father, um, what's made you get into the field from? I was not expecting a man of the cloth to be quite so how do I say this? Loud ordnance as you are. How'd you get into this business?
Because he believes if there's nothing left, then obviously their souls go to God.
He's a lightweight.
No, he's drinking from the bottle. He's already
it still
going.
takes a bit. It still takes a bit to
No, no,
kick
no,
in.
no, no, no,
Mac.
no. He's
No.
going. He's already gone through one of the bottles, and he's already starting on the next one.
Yeah,
He's just a little sloshed right now.
yeah, I'll say this is probably like by the time you guys
In the
probably got to pour yourselves a drink, he's probably just down like half a bottle easily.
Alright. Question stands. LDDP.
Why I'll go with a more ordnance.
Or what
Uh,
diverted you
Or
from
yeah,
what got you into this business? Like when we first met, you had a sidearm grenade launcher, I believe.
let's say basically I try to help people, and this is the way
this
that
is
I
the
got
way.
more comfortable doing it since I joined a militia, and there was a lack of ordnance kind of guy. We're more like from Arlo perspective, a more up and close and personal kind of guys.
Mm, 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 mm.
Practical and understood. Makes sense.
The big tray used to do that.
The big tray or
The
trade?
big tray land warship. I was the
And
home base.
out of
I could
curiosity,
fire a gun.
where was your main, if you captured off a ship, where would have been the main port?
It wasn't a port, you idiot. I said it was a land warship, you dumbass.
Yeah, so where would he stock?
Usually when we went into a city, usually they got a little scared. But once we calmed them down and said we're just here to resupply, everything went hunky-dory. Then someone would try to pet me and I'd bite them. Ah!
I have to ask, does Marlowe's hands come up when he goes rah?
No, his mouth, though he does chomp.
Um, would I know with my backstory, like how common land warships were during the resource wars, I assume?
You can definitely roll for it and
One
see.
sec.
You can
One,
try.
Doesn't matter anymore, it's gone.
give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna be right back. Go ahead, LDP, take over for a minute.
Sure. We want me to take a minute from the conversation, or do you want
I
me
think
to?
I think that's what he wants you to do, but I'm not sure.
Or you can just take over the conversation.
Yeah, either or. Either or.
This would be better if we had Chris
Everyone.
and Azur here, because that would be an implication of a talk. While others get wasted, the less drunk people would be.
I'm already
Like,
drunk, so there's no
yeah, yeah,
step.
yeah. That's the problem. You are too much drunk to remember what we're talking before. You're probably gonna have a hangover like hell, and it's true. You don't remember a lot after you get. If
Yeah,
you're
I know.
like drinking a bottle like in the first half an hour and then continue to drink bottle right after that, believe me, you're not coming from a good memory of that.
I I will say that I have been around people like that, so don't worry, I know. Um
Hydrate, you bastard!
now
Hydrate!
let's I don't So you're a priest. Guess what? I'm a killing machine. It's what I was made to do, at least I think.
Then who made you?
I don't know who the fuck. I don't know if I was spliced with alien DNA, or if someone just put a wolf and a baby into a mixer and then fuck. All I know is I'm good at killing. It's the only thing I'm good at. I'm not like Dad. I'm not like Mom, though she did teach me how to do maintenance. I'm not like Uncle. You know, big leaders in their own field. I could hardly get a rat to follow me.
Because you need to train your patience.
I had patience with one man. I tried talking to him. Thanks to that, the big tray is up in smoke. I can't, can't take another chance like that. Because when I take chances like that, people die.
Then how about a chance with a woman instead of a man? I saw Lieutenant.
You're trying to make go around.
Woo!
Sorry, but
You're trying to make it
but
sound like that. That's a real
Syndrome
douchey
Syndrome
move.
is gonna try to change your mind about something, even if you're drunk. If you're not going to remember this, then he's gonna take the chance.
You're trying to mess with my head right now. That's not gonna work.
I can mess with
Uh,
your head during, well, every day, so why would it now be any different?
the one man I trusted and tried to learn a little bit. Other than Mom, Dad, and the rest of the crew, was the last member because he didn't feel like he belonged. Samuel Draken. One of my biggest mistakes. I thought telling him a few secrets here and there would be okay, opening up a bit. Maybe it would make him feel welcome, be a part of everything, finally stop fighting with Dad and Mom. All it ended up getting was everyone else killed. I still need to correct that mistake. I can't live with myself if I didn't. Or who knows, maybe I won't live with it. Maybe the last members of the Wandering Wolves will finally be put to peace. Hooray! And he starts like spinning in his chair. Maybe
Yeah.
he'll finally kill me and I'll finally kill him. Then the whole Wandering Wolves will be put to rest. On my grave, I don't want anything but that sword that he still has. It doesn't belong to him.
So it was you who led Draken to the crystalline.
I don't remember anything about crystals. All I remember is letting him in a few secret areas. I was a dumb little kid. Stupid little brat. Thought, oh, I could be nice and peachy, patch things up for Dad and dear old Mom between them. The newest member. All I did was get both my parents killed and orphan myself. Hooray! The thing I got left is a fang and the sword and the. Then someone else tries to remove me from being feral. He teaches me up, he teaches me how to kill better, and then he says I should just go ahead, start another family. Hooray, like is that fucking easy. It's never that easy. I can't
That
have
we
another
agree.
family. I know I make mistakes. That's why I can't have anyone else get killed because of me.
if you manage to make people believe, maybe you could.
So a lie. People aren't gonna believe in me. I know myself pretty well. Only a fool believes in a wandering wolf.
Then you can trust a lot of us are fools because we trust that you could do better.
And yeah, you are fools. He starts downing the bottle again. My master also believed that. He believes that if I try hard enough, I could start my own mercenary company, get plenty of people following me. I don't believe any of that shit. While I may respect the man, the old fucker, he doesn't realize that I would just get more people killed. Honestly, I honestly expected you guys to die the first month. Like, not even kidding. The first few days. I'm honestly surprised you guys have survived my bad luck this far. He starts drinking again.
Damn, this is getting heavy. And
What
and
did you think was happening? You have a drunk man who is dealing with a lot of shit. Like when you guys finally opened the court, I didn't. I expected you, at least one of you to react that way.
Hmm. Okay.
And back. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
What took
Okay.
you?
Do you want to relay to Quinn what I just said?
I can watch the VOD to make it easier on Karst.
No, because this is kind of important if you're wanting
Yeah.
to help him.
TLDR. Malayan opened up about how he uh you know it believes or possibly is the cause for Draken's successful coup against his dad and the others. That he's also was responsible for the land ship, the big tray being destroyed, and how he is afraid of people dying again under his watch. That you know only fools would follow him into battle or follow anything he'd say. And
Gotcha.
Vasquez did his did his best to console and you know reinsure him.
Death. Death is
Did you?
all around us, constantly as a
But it
merc.
doesn't mean we can't fight it.
Death is only the beginning.
Even
Death is
death do
not
some
something
to
you
us
can
here.
fight.
Medicine to treat cancer. Dip certain operations to keep people alive.
How about a bullet to the head?
The right person, possibly. Just kills one to save civilians.
You just believe anything, don't you? How about a giant explosion at the center of a ship because I told someone something?
You trusted this person and they betrayed you, correct?
Maybe
How old were you, Milian, when this happened?
8, 9. I don't know how old I am.
Alright, let's phrase this. How long was it after you got picked up? You were abducted.
5 or 6 years.
Um, he looked like a kid when he was in the thing, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
look like a.
Yeah. So a teenager turns to someone he can trust when something's happening.
I would think I was 11, maybe 10.
You're still a teenager. You're still
Yeah. He's still doing the thing. He's
you
like
turn to someone
talking
you
to himself.
trust, and you do what you think you the best option in the moment.
I was a very stupid kid.
But it was a desperate one, no?
Desperate.
I'm
Maybe.
as a character. I don't know if you have mentioned this. Like, did you talk to someone while the coup was going on, and that's why the tray blew up, or like, did you mention
No,
that, or
no. I
okay,
basically said that it was because of the betrayal and because I told them some secret stuff. It's basically I told them stuff because they were like there was some shearing going on between mom and dad and the newest member.
gotcha,
So I was telling them stuff to maybe think it was just a way to open up.
gotcha, okay. Harlow, you considered I don't even what was the name of your company out of curiosity? I don't think you ever actually
I keep
told us
saying
that.
it, but you just don't seem to remember. The Wandering Wolves, as I said before. And I was their little shitty mascot.
The wolves were your family, no? And
You know what's funny?
as a child,
What's
you want to keep your family together. You want to keep everything good.
Yeah.
So you try your best to make sure everything's going to click, so there isn't conflict between everyone.
Yeah.
As a child, you can't be blamed for someone taking advantage of that.
The hell I can't. He like touches the bottle to your chest and starts drinking again. I'm the only one left of he and him, the only ones willing to take responsibility for their actions. Doesn't matter how old I was, I still got them killed.
I'm gonna flick him in the
You
head.
know, what the
Um,
is wrong with you?
Malayan,
First you do all this
Malayan,
stupid shit.
Malayan, your father, would he have blamed you for what happened?
No, but that doesn't mean he
Did
was
you not say
right.
he was a great man?
He was the greatest man I knew. Top
So trust his
one, and
so trust his judgment that you aren't at fault.
I'm not sure I can do it. You know what's real funny? I thought you and all the others were honestly gonna die the first time we went out together. That's
Honestly,
why I ran out first before anything else.
I was terrified the first time behind in a cockpit in live combat. I did walk along when I was younger with the Morgu and my father,
Hmm.
but she's been in the family for a couple generations.
Hmm. Mine's always been with me. That little weird AI said she had a friend in there, but that was bullshit. Now, I might listen to you and say my dad might have been right. Might. But what you said was bullshit.
Keep poking the bear, Mac. Keep poking the bear here. You are going. You are. You are
She,
tempting.
I'm actually curious, how much can Stella hear outside of the cube? Because she's definitely
I'm not even
able
trying to
to.
poke the bear. He's actually drunk
I
and
know,
would
but the
actually.
way you keep saying it's like, I got my finger over the button, man. I got my finger over the button. I could drop this nuke right now.
Stella just
Oh,
like rips open the thing, consumes both the mech and the fang, and pops you guys out in like a month after she's like happy that you guys are talking. Meanwhile, everybody's panicking.
ah. No,
It'd be like that weird part where someone just randomly got in D&D where someone got into a different dimension and then just banished themselves from that dimension.
man, my fingers over the button, man. It's over the big red button. I just like, you know what this big red
You know
button's labeled?
why I
You say
think? You know how I know that?
Trauma.
The trauma button.
Yes.
What more? You want to give him even more trauma? He's not Kaneki Ken. You can't just give him more trauma and expect.
This has to be some type of like tipping point.
new
Like
trauma.
it's got like you put enough trauma in, he's got to eventually tip over to being okay.
That didn't happen for him ever. He was never okay from the start.
All
Hmm.
right. I'm gonna do
I will say he's going to say, "Do you know why I know that, or how I know that?" I
Tell
tried
me.
talking to my partner. He didn't say shit.
Harlow, let's point this out. The Fang seems to revolve or act when you are in imminently violent situations. Now, you were a bit. We were all a bit messed up inside. Actually, I should just have my head on a swivel to make sure there's no overhearing. When we were talking with the friend, I gave you I floated an idea. You were found
Yeah,
with Fang, and
and
as we
you.
pointed out, we have seen evidence of this planet having civilizations before.
What the fuck does that have to do with me and him?
Fang might be sleeping it off even now, keeping your cryopod
No,
from
no,
working.
no, 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 no. You don't get it. He's my partner. If I called for him, he would come. Because that's how much we trust each other. I trust him with my life every single day. I trust him more than anyone else. Because he's the only family so far I got left. Well, not anymore, I guess.
Then Trusty might have a reason not to answer right now. As you
Hmm.
pointed out, you've trusted him for your life. He's never let you down. There might be a reason why he can't talk to you right now.
I was in more distress than I can even talk about. Someone's bringing up my dear old dad out of nowhere. Someone's bringing up something I don't even remember and don't know if he was real. And someone's bringing up some crazy shit by showing me my own pictures of my own dad and my own master. Everyone telling me that I should be great, that I should be better. They don't realize I can't do all that. I'm not good at all that.
Then don't be. Be good at one of them. Work on it. Leave us to deal with the others for right now until you can take it all up. We are the silver bullets. We're supposed to take down our problems one at a time.
Yeah, you know, I will say, most of the time I think most of what you say is a crock of shit. Mostly
And
because I don't really like the way you speak sometimes, and you poke a little too much. But for once, I think you said something sensible.
excellent. So moving on to
And
one
he
other.
immediately like pulls you like close to you by your collar. Don't let this shit go to your head, and you can like smell the alcohol on him.
So, Syndrome, the reason I say that, and I will say this to you as well, Milan, the cube is not bullshit, is because it. How much are you aware of the combatants that lost the resource wars?
I'll be honest, I don't pay much attention to history and all that. I was more focused on what's my next meal gonna be. Was it gonna be gruel or was it gonna be a rat for once? For a long while.
So, when they lost the war, they New Haven, the Ruby Republic, even the Fall Syndicate. the Dashio dynasty, everyone pushed them out and pushed them back into the more northern part of the continent.
Where are
The
you going with this?
the wastes,
Out of
as they're
character, I'm
called.
not sure right now.
Oh,
uh,
okay.
hold on. Let me think this
And they
through.
pushed them into the waste.
Yeah.
Really.
Um,
I will say,
she brought up a memory that physically, I've looked into the histories of one of the clans that fought. They were, the atrocities they committed are undercounted as far as I'm aware in the history books.
and why does this matter?
Because I know about them, and I've never mentioned them to anyone, but I've looked into them. She pulled in memory of one of their most reviled and hated leaders.
Ah,
She
a
pulled,
real bridge burner.
literally, yes, he burned bridges when people were forced onto them and laughed as they fell into rivers and drowned.
Sounds like he'd fit in with the Hellhounds really well.
Probably, but what I'm trying to say is she touched on points that aren't talked about, things that she showed an event that was very hard to get records of.
Hmm.
The sheer fact that she can touch that and show it to us implies that either she is knowledgeable or has witnessed a lot of stuff. The fact that she has that on recall means this is probably not bullshit. You trust the Frang with your life. Trust him to have a reason to be quiet for a while. I mean, you've only actually now started asking him to respond
Yeah,
verbally
but
or with parts, right? You might need a while to figure it out.
all I needed was a single sign. A single one. Just something while I was away from you.
Then ask him every now and then. You don't have to stop. You don't have to believe it, but what's the harm of asking him to reach out every now and then?
You know, I still don't believe all that weird crap of me being stuck in a cryopod. It
Eh,
doesn't make any sense how someone like me would be so important.
judging by the thing, you may not have been important, but you may have been the desperate grasp.
Honestly, I always believed I was some sort of just some asshole scientist putting together a wolf and a baby in a blender and mixing them up.
Honestly,
This is not what I expected.
your form by itself would be either cybernetics, which I'm assuming you don't have, or it would be an insane amount of effort for genetic manipulation to just dump you in a lab by yourself with a mech and no other knowledge.
Uh, Sometimes, though, I remember things I don't want to remember. The saws, I remember syringes, I remember
I'm
all
gonna
that.
flick him on the head while he's muttering.
What the fuck was that for? You ever
Yeah,
thought about being nice to people? Maybe that's
you're out
your
of booze, and
problem.
I'm gonna hand him another one.
He just takes it from you, like swipes it from your hand.
Um, Syndrome, you have any questions for me while we're getting wasted together?
At the moment,
No, you're getting drunk. I'm getting wasted.
I mean, there's
he,
tiers of wasted,
there,
but
there,
go ahead, Syndrome.
he said
That's what he means.
Malion's saying the bedrock bottom of wasted.
We're gonna have to tip him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit tonight, aren't we?
Possibly, yeah.
probably.
I'm not gonna vomit. I haven't done it before. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I metabolize whatever it's called, alcohol faster.
Roll me, roll me a d20.
Roll you a d20. Do you want me to roll a
One, one,
d20?
Yeah,
one,
roll me a
one, one,
d20.
one.
Okay, 10.
Ooh, you are you are straddling that line between wanting to throw up and holding it down.
You stand up and
Ew.
everything just churns.
I was honestly gonna say he's standing up and he's like slowly walking to the side.
You just can't probably just constantly hear this like sound, coming from he's as he's fighting
Maybe that
just
means I haven't drinking enough.
You're the
someone.
one who's going to get woken up in 12 hours by the military call at 5 a.m. But
I've been called by the military. I don't fucking care.
I'm thinking about the hangover, bro.
Oh,
Rudy's thinking about the hangover. That's gonna be brutal.
uh,
Um,
uh,
so no
just remember to
questions.
drink some water in the morning. You'll be fine.
I'm gonna lean over to Vasquez and be like, I don't have the heart to tell him that doesn't work.
Then don't.
Okay. So you have no questions for me?
At the
I
moment,
got a question for you. Why do you always have a stick up your ass?
Do you mean why am I always formal?
No. I mean, why do you have a pull up your ass? It must not be comfortable.
Ignoring the peanut gallery right now.
He's like rubbing the ball against your head. He's like, hey, I asked you a question.
I'm gonna gently just push behind one of his knees to see if he goes down.
Like, and going out, he catches the stool.
Take a load off, but
I do have an actual question for you.
go for it.
The main reason I don't like you is because of the way you talk and think. Too much like something I can't quite grasp. Someone I don't know but don't. I do know but don't.
Someone potentially from the memories that weren't your memories that you saw.
We're not going into that because I'm not sure if that's even real. All I know is one, you should not try to help every single one. That is the dumbest thing that I have ever heard, and I should know. I was a dumbass little kid.
Eh,
Weren't we
That
I'll
the
give
all?
you
only
the.
thing that's going to get you is a shit bucket and a grave, and maybe some other graves with you, depending on who's backing you.
I mean, I could give you the right to yell at me if it goes south when I try, but
I feel like I already have the right to yell at you for the shit you pull. Because you didn't even say shit to us before you even tried touching it. You just went off and did it without cause, concerns. Oh, what if he suddenly got mind controlled by the big box and started killing everyone in their sleep?
fair enough.
Oh, you didn't even
So how about
think
this?
about that.
When I mess with stuff moving forward, I will mention it to the group beforehand.
That's. See,
I'm
here's the
probably still gonna
problem with
do it,
that.
but I will let you guys know that I'm going to do it.
See, that's
Uh,
your problem. You don't consider anyone's thoughts but your own. Now, I may act like a selfish asshole, but that's because I'm trying not to care about you. So that way, when you die from my bad luck, at least it hurts a bit less.
Alright, let's get into why I messed with Stella.
can we pause there for a sec?
Yep.
Okay,
I need to go use
sure.
the restroom real quick, so
Cool.
I'll be right
I'm actually
back.
liking this theme.
You're liking pretend to be drunk.
Well, you know how much fun I had last time I got to pretend to be drunk.
Oh god, that was a shit show of a session. How you doing, LDDP?
Oh, my hyena laugh came out.
I'm tired and it's almost like
Oh.
6 a.m.
Should
Okay.
we should be wrapping up soon then, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah, hopefully.
I forgot to sleep, so I just took a nap.
Oh no, dude, really?
LDP, you gotta tell us when you're.
Yeah.
We
Good
we could have
lord,
cut it
man.
at the getting drinks.
Yeah, we could have just cut it. I mean, we have a good enough part right here.
Yeah. I mean, I was actually gonna tell you why I poked Stella in character this time rather than out of character.
Uh,
I mean, if you remember that from last chat after session.
hmm. I think I do. Yeah, it's because you saw the help and you really want to help people, and it's because your team
Not
deck.
no, not that. Yeah, a little bit of that, but the other bits that were important.
I wonder if they can hear us.
They probably can. I mean, you can turn on the stream and then you can check.
No, I'm on an ad. I don't know. I can't see it's on for another 60 minutes. Why do I need to know about Geico and Hulu? They can hear us.
Yep. Tara's like, we can hear you. Hello, Tara.
I don't care that Futurama is now on Hulu. I don't have Hulu.
Okay, I'm back. Did you guys keep everyone entertained on BRB while I was
Yeah,
away?
kind of.
We know that Tara is was having a lot of fun fireballing you with 1 damage fireballs today.
Oh god, the owl bear screeches. God, yeah. Anyway, hi Tara. I see you in chat. Also, no, 3 people is not normal. We're missing 2, sadly.
Yeah.
So, uh, one just got
So
back
Um,
from traveling, so,
but yeah,
and the other one's just
so
couldn't make it.
I was telling Quinn about there was one time my Kitsune Bard in our Pathfinder game did get drunk. He told a noble to get the pole out of his ass.
I mean, I
Like
was
Oh,
here's exactly what he did when he got drunk because he was so tired. He just wanted to get shit faced. Like
oh my
the
god.
the noble was talking bad to the like waitress who's like, you have to come back with us and be part of the noble line. And I just walked up to him and I was like, hey, and I like came up to him real close. Hey, I think you should get that pole out of your ass.
it is Mech's go-to comment when he's drunk.
It's not my go-to, but
It seems, I mean,
uh,
it seems to be the most common one.
um,
maybe
so
Alright.
I'm gonna speed run this because LDDP is
he never
feeling it
quite.
right now.
He's crashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's crashing. So I'm gonna
Okay,
run
so
through
do
this.
your thing.
So we have the container. Mech Hellhound touches it, but with weird gear, and then suddenly it is
Ooh.
monstrous, fights you, you gain abilities, fights it back, go on a bit of a rampage. It hungered for NHPs, or maybe not NHPs.
Who the fuck
Because I
knows what
don't.
it wants? He
It
takes another
literally told
sword.
the Hellhound literally spoke to me and Sigurd, if you recall Sigurd, and said, "I want more. I need more code. I need what's
Yeah,
in
it
you."
would be funny if it's just ripping pieces out of what the fuck was her name? Steletta?
Ooh,
No.
the doctor,
No, he's talking about the AI.
Oh, in the box.
Yeah.
Stella.
Stella.
Stella. Yeah.
Oh, Stella. If it was just ripping little code bits from her. And since it feels incomplete, it starts trying to grab at all the other ones. That one makes sense.
So, moving on from that point. Or it
Because
could have been whatever it ripped off was trying to get back to a hole. Violence, whatever. Or the energy it pulled, because it did seem in pain when we looked at it that one time. So, from there, we ended up getting, as we traveled, it drifted closer to plants, encouraged growth. It made a few of the I've had a few of my ankle feel off since the collapse. After traveling with it for a few days, my ankle wasn't feeling as bad. We've seen it regenerate plants. We've seen it regenerate, heal things. The ground, when we look at Camp of Urnite, the grass underneath grows a bit more.
what are you getting at? It accelerates things. We don't know if it heals things.
I would point, it heals. The way the tree recovered was it when you cut a tree, it does not do a new shoot straight from where the old one was cut off. It usually branches off. That one healed straight from the old shoot.
Hmm.
And
What's
it
your
also,
point? What are all these supposed to mean?
I have a friend who is not recovered since you remember seeing her in the visions.
Oh, I see what's going on here. You think little Stella can bring your friend back from the brink?
Considering she's been in a coma for going on 2-ish months now, I considered it a
I,
potential opportunity.
So you have your own personal reason for doing that. You aren't just trying to be a good Samaritan.
Yes and no. We had something that was asking for help. We needed to figure out what it was.
Don't
But
start that.
yes, part of it was we had something unknown that healed people or healed things. Odessa's been a good friend to me, better friend than I deserve, through
Yes.
undergrad, grad, even on to working for.
He
I
like
returned
he
to
like
working for Member
he
Industries.
like starts to now you're starting to sound like me. You need to stop.
So I figured I could help her. If this was benevolent, it could help her. And
Here's
from our
the
interaction,
problem there. You don't know if it'll heal her right.
but she isn't currently healing, and the doctors are unsure of her predicament.
Better than most, honestly, I've seen. Go through an explosion like that.
Well, I made a gesture towards the Morgu. Luke kind of had a reason why we got through that explosion. If you remember, he protected us.
Yeah, your magical friend helped you. Your mystical, magical friend. But
I
you
mean,
need to realize one thing. If this come all the way there and it doesn't work, what the fuck are you going to do?
switch over to bioscience and see what I can work on for
Then
medicine.
it doesn't work like that.
Why not?
You have to come to terms with certain things. And I should
Ah,
know this because I can't come to terms with shit.
then why do I have to come to terms with her not recovering? If you can't come to terms with the fact it wasn't
Because
your fault,
because
why do I have to
science
come to terms with
man,
you can't get better?
because science man, being better than me isn't all that hard.
Then make it more challenging.
You don't get it.
Probably not. I've,
I never have had a high opinion of myself. I knew I'm a killer.
I get it.
but you've pointed out your father had a high opinion. You've admitted it. He had a high opinion of you.
And that was his mistake.
Was it? As we said, your father wouldn't blame you, and you just pointed out that your father is the better man. So, ergo, we trust his judgment on this.
Let's say we do trust our judgment. Let's say we do go there, and somehow your friend gets healed by this thing. What happened with you then?
Honestly, I'm gonna probably keep with the silver bullets. Odessa is dice roll.
Dice roll.
Uh,
Oh,
I'm
keep
sweating now
going on.
first.
No, it's okay. Keep going.
You're sweating. I
I
think.
don't have a laboratory to go back to. My last place of work was viciously assaulted, from what we can
I
gather.
honestly think you shouldn't stick with me. You said you want to change the world. All you'll find with me is the Grim Reaper's ghost.
Or something more interesting. As it's been
Well,
pointed
I
out,
will admit, things have been a lot more interesting with you guys around. It's not my usual jobs of just transport this or kill this group.
I mean, to put it in perspective, Harlow, we discovered legitimate, z- um, what's the term? A legitimate target for a xenoarchaeologist in the last week. I
You
have
know,
not seen any documentation or studies or information on that. Staying in a lab is one thing, but Lou can run the calculations or the tests for me with the what do you call it? The models without us actually ever having to get the
I will.
materials.
I will be honest. I still don't believe half the shit that happened to us while we were stuck to that giant box.
Then don't. But think about just remember, your friend might be trying to figure
I'm
out a way to talk to you.
Well, if he ever does, they'll give you a call and say you're right for once. For once. About something.
Trying to think if there's any thing I've called out that's I've been right about yet, and I don't think it has happened yet.
No, there is
We haven't really
not.
had
You are
talks yet.
0 for 0.
Yeah. Um,
You're trying to one up me, but it's failing.
I mean, you also can't say that I've never gotten anything right because I also haven't gotten anything wrong
That's why I
either.
said it's 0 for 0.
Um,
A absolute cellmate.
And no, it's not
zero sum
infinite.
game. Um,
Because for some reason, that's what the Gundam 00 actually stands for. It's the infinite Gundam.
gonna take another swig, and probably wander off and shoot the shit with Sigurd about what we saw on the NHPs.
Okay, then. Malion's go all over to Crystal and say something he didn't think he was ever gonna say.
Hey, baby.
No, he's gonna say, you know, I never said this, but you're actually a very pretty lady.
Oh dear.
All right.
And Chris isn't here. Oh, sad.
Chris isn't here. Shame.
She'll just have
I'm
to
gonna
see that in the
take over. I'm
VOD.
gonna take over for her. She's gonna slap him across the face. Let's do. She's got talons. They're like just 3 damage for the melee weapon. Just bam.
No, 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 no. Probably more like she slaps him, but then pulls him in for a kiss. No.
I mean, I have seen that in an anime, or it wasn't an anime, but I don't remember.
Or no, no,
It's
wait.
in a lot of films where it's
Yeah.
like they kiss him and then they slap him and then they kiss him. Like that was
Yeah.
for leaving and this is for coming back. I think is
Oh
the
yeah, that
classic
was
one.
from Mass.
She,
That was from Mass
she,
Effect.
she probably just would say, just like slap him, grabs him, pulls him, and say, "Shut up and kiss me." Just kiss him.
Oh, we're going
Chris,
back to the OG films.
Chris, tell us which is right later. Whenever you see this VOD. Oh, but all right. So I say we'll probably end the drunken talks for there.
Okay, until at least for there, until the others,
Till, till the others can give their 2 cents on what they would say, you know.
I'm actually gonna tell her what I just said. I'm
Yeah.
gonna text it to her.
Okay. And as soon as this is done, she can check out the VOD too,
Yep.
easily, either on Twitch or on YouTube. So,
True.
but yeah. So to end things off. Oh wait, hold on. I need one more dice roll. Okay.
Are you rolling for how drunk we are and how much we're gonna feel it in the morning?
Nah, nah, no. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So, as you guys, some of you drink through the night until you guys pass out. You guys will come to wake the next morning, being awoken by one of the privates here at this lookout
Don't
base.
worry, baby. I'll take good care
Oh,
of
No, I
you.
didn't.
hi, Fen.
Master, I
Thank you for the
didn't.
headband. And Tara, thank you for the care package. Everybody do care? Yes. Everyone hydrate yourselves and check your posture and stretch.
But yeah, unfortunately,
Oh,
Chris had to deal with shitty internet and family stuff. So
well, hopefully next week everything is better.
yeah, hopefully.
But anyway, so as you guys are all kind of woken up the uh, the next morning, late morning, the sound of clinking empty bottles and cups kind of on the floor. All of you,
Uh,
all of you come to
Not so
wake with
loud.
a hangover. Well, I won't say everyone because I'm not sure about Chris and Sigurd how they drink. And actually, Syndrome's probably out of the ones here probably one of the least drunk, possibly.
Probably, yeah.
Um, I'll say for you, Rudy, you're probably about middle ground, between the three of you. And yeah, Malion's just shit faced right now.
Is he still drunk? 'Cause that can happen.
No, I won't say he's still drunk, but he is definitely hungover and he's feeling it.
Not so loud.
The private was just like, oh, sorry, sir, but uh, uh
Always bright in here.
oh God,
Continue. Ignore him, private. What's up?
he just
I'm
kind
like
of
rubbing my forehead with the hand, like the palm of my hand.
he kind of do that. He just kind of issues for this little robo bucket to come over towards Malion in case he needs it. We've was just coming to see if you wanted uh to have breakfast in the mess hall before things close down, and they clean up breakfast. So, um,
Quick bite before we depart would probably be good.
yes,
Thank you, private. If we'll be with you in a minute. If you could guide us there, thank you.
yes, that's what I was sent here for by the captain. I was also informed to tell you that there have been some recent spots of duskfall activity at the border, so do be careful when you're traveling.
By the
Um,
way, now Melian is wearing sunglasses while walking her.
uh,
Thank you, private. We will keep our guards up while we traverse.
Good. Um, very well. Well, I will show you the way to the mess hall when you are ready, and you can get yourselves a bite to eat. Sadly, there's probably gonna be slim pickings left, as most of the other, uh, well, soldiers here have already eaten. So, but I'm sure there's still enough left to fill your bellies.
Thank you.
And so you'll just kind of stand outside the hangar area and wait for you guys to compose yourselves.
What did I drink last night?
A lot of rum.
4 bottles by yourself. It was rather impressive.
Four. I got up to four this time, huh?
Eh, we'll see if we can get our hands on some stronger stuff at some point.
Sometimes I wonder if they're trying to kill me.
Yeah, liver implants are all the rage these days.
So I guess we're off then. I don't fucking remember last night after I went through the first bottle.
Oh boy. Hmm.
Dun, 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 dun.
Time for him to watch the highlights and
The
bloopers.
recordings. So
Yeah.
Luke just has the drunken escapades of Harlow just projected into your cockpit on the Fang.
Oh,
Uh,
oh yeah. Luke and
Ryoshu were
Ryoshu
just
was just
staring.
having just laughing, just having the little laughs.
Suddenly there's a part where he smacks Rudy with the bottle a little.
There's also the bit where I just gently trip you and you almost fall off of the fall off of a chair.
and and for,
No, no, he was standing upright. He was just swiveling a little when he was walking. He was walking around you, and then you pushed him just a little, and he like grabbed onto the nearest stool.
and for some reason, at some point, Lion wearing a bucket on his head, walking around going beep bop boop.
That was after the fourth bottle.
just just going up to the Fang Double O, going beep bop boop,
I'm not Fry from Futurama.
trying to speak to the Fang, in its language.
Oh, I don't think I would do that.
Binary.
Honestly, he wouldn't do that. He'd be like slapping it on the side, like, "Hey, wake up! I'm talking to you."
And it's when he's completely shit faced that he gets a response.
I wouldn't be surprised if you
Okay.
pull something like that.
It's just the
No,
Fang picking you up by the back of your collar and just holding you.
no, I'm not that much
Don't
of a
you look at
dick.
me like that. I've been through worse.
No.
Alright, so I think we should wrap
Well,
it there so
yeah.
LDDP
Yeah,
can
yeah.
now
So you can
LDP can
sleep.
get
You
some
should
sleep.
sleep.
Yeah, I think I will.
I'm so sorry, you sound dead.
Sorry,
Yeah, you
LDP.
sound dead. You should have just told us you were going to sleep, and we could have wrapped this up a bit.
Yeah. LDP, would next week, if we started an hour earlier, would that be better for you or worse?
It means that it's 2 a.m. for me, so
Would sort of be slightly better?
yeah, probably.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, isn't next week a leap since you want once a month to get things arranged? Or
Oh, right.
we talked about that,
Yeah,
and then you
taking
said you,
the last week off, yeah.
Saturday off, yeah.
yeah,
It's
that's
up to
why
Karst.
yeah.
So, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll kind of play it by ear on that. If I feel like I'm ready to continue, we
Okay.
can.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll just
Just
kind
tell
of
us when.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. Cause I could have had like a really just shitty week. I might just need the time off.
Yep.
So, but yeah,
Yeah, honestly, if you would have told us that you were feeling down, we probably
Don't
would have
worry,
let you.
baby. I'll take
Yeah.
good care of you.
But I feel like we did some of the lifting here, so you didn't have to.
It was a
yeah,
dialogue focused
Yeah, it
episode
was
today.
dialogue heavy with drama, which is fine. Everything has those places every once in a while.
yes, that I sipped very deeply of that trauma tea. My favorite flavor.
That's just orange juice, Karst.
Yeah, I know. Fine, it's my favorite citrusy juice. Trauma blast. Yummy.
You know you can make tea out of orange juice. So yeah, LDP,
Oh,
go
I did
ahead.
not
We're
know.
gonna let you know, or not
Okay.
orange juice, but the
Okay.
peel. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Oh,
Also, I'm
Trash.
informing Chris that she's like, "Oh, I missed it. I guess I don't have to deal with the drama of me being drunk." I'm like, "No, you're still having to deal with that next session."
yeah. We're gonna. So this gives her a chance to think and consider though what she would do or
Hmm.
say. So
Yeah, it gives her plenty
yeah,
of time to consider things.
yeah, which is great. All right, so I'm gonna wrap things up here with finding someone to raid. So, um, for those of you who
Okay.
are still here, feel free to sit back and relax while I look up, see who's on. See what we got. Try to find some little sci-fi if I can. Oh, found someone playing Cyberpunk. There we go. There's something sci-fi. All right, so we will be sending a raid on over to the Scarlet VT. If I remember correctly, he has themed himself on the SCP, the Scarlet King.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Hmm?
though he is more hunky than the actual Scarlet VT is, so or the
I
actual
don't know
Scarlet
anything
King.
about the Scarlet King. The only king I know is the King in Yellow for that stuff.
Scarlet King, for those who aren't fluent in SCP lore and stuff, is basically a interdimensional cosmic eldritch being that wants to destroy the world, and he grows in power by people knowing about him. Basically, for
Oh,
knowledge is his power. Those who know about him, know of his existence, makes him grow in strength, and will eventually allow him to breach from his dimension to
Into
ours.
ours.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, and SCP-999 is the only one that can stop him.
Yes, the lovable, huggable tickle monster. But yes. Anyway, so thank you all so much for coming. I hope you all had fun with this sadly diminished session of Lancer. Got to enjoy
Yeah,
some drama a bit.
hmm, yeah. I'm glad we were able to sort at least a bit of that out. So
Yeah. Hope
Yeah.
and I hope you all had fun. None.
It was a
Indeed.
good session.
yeah, I did.
I can't wait to
I
get
use
Azure and Chris back though.
I will be
Yes.
honest. I don't usually get to do the drama parts for most because usually the ones I do are by the numbers, so I don't really get to emote a
Oh,
lot.
oh,
It's just
10,
mostly
9.
combat, combat, combat. So it's like nice to have it for once.
Raid's
Yeah.
going. Good night, everyone. Bye
More,
bye.
bye bye.
Bye.
More drama. We don't need more drama.